Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the SEAEF Federation Championships 2021. I am not Winter. I'm Seeking Strike, and joining me is Winter. I almost committed identity theft live on stream.
I can be sick and strike. It's okay.
Yeah,
Just a swap rule for one game.
just a
I don't
little,
mind.
Okay, a little swap. Okay. Let me. What do you always say? He crossed the line when farming. He. They missed their timing. Let's go. Let's get into this draft. Why don't we? Why don't we just get into this draft? We can see it's already starting to develop a little bit. We got Team Myanmar taking on Team Thailand. Team Thailand already warmed up after that 2-0 victory over Team Malaysia. But Team Myanmar, I believe they're playing at full strength here. They're Yangon Galacticos underneath the Team Myanmar banner. So should be a pretty close series here.
Now that you mentioned that line thing, it would be amazing if I can actually draw the line, during the broadcast and, explain to you again.
We don't have the setup for that now. But
I know.
The technology does exist, Winter, so we might be able to get you back some other time.
I remember
for
what
that.
you told me before. Oh, that line actually explains a lot of things, even though it's just one simple line.
Winter, the things he can do with just one line. It would put Picasso to shame.
How much MMR do you gain after understanding about the line?
Not
Did
much.
you actually grind? No?
No, because I play support. Winter just gave me a look of approval. I mean, I feel
what
like,
can I say? I agree. Playing support is harder to grind MMR.
Yeah, I mean, I know when to punish cores if they cross the line, but sometimes in 4K MMR, for some reason, their entire team is there, so it doesn't make any sense.
And you can't stop your own core
Yeah,
going past the line.
it's true.
You tell him, no, don't go there.
You can only follow them.
And you get like some swear back.
Yes.
Swear word back.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, especially here.
Basically, mind your own business.
Mhm.
Mind your own lines.
Yeah, and I really wish I could help out a lot of the cores because it's not that difficult of a concept. It is hard to keep in mind though when you are playing. That is something I've noticed for sure. But we'll see here. Lena's going to need to watch her line quite a bit this game, don't you think? And the line shifts a little bit for her, especially when you're playing against a Clockwork. Team Thailand very quick to pick that one up versus the Lena.
Owns these two heroes.
Both of them, yeah, good point.
I think that when you're second pick, right, you're opening these two heroes, you have to make sure like you have a more how should I put this? Like you need two picks that are not so easy for the opponent in the next pick to find a hero that can just this hero is great against these two heroes. When you open with a duo like Lina and Bane, and you have this clock pick like that feels so good. It's like all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like when you have this kind of opening.
Yeah, it needs to be banned, or you just don't pick two heroes that are countered by the exact
Yeah.
same thing. And
It needs to be more versatile and doesn't reveal too much because these two heroes they have similar weaknesses against a face rush hero like Clockwork.
And I'm not really in love with this Wisp pick either, really only because I don't think it synergizes with Lina too nicely, because Lina's someone who builds BOTs usually anyway, and a Bane IO support duo doesn't really strike me too well. We'll see. I think obviously Myanmar, they're going to draft with this in mind and pick up some extra aggressive offlaner. And
Well, I've seen this IO Bane, if the Bane is a core. I forgot who it was. It was probably Zai that played. There was this one event that they played Bane as a core, and they just totally owned the lane because of the IO Bane combination.
I mean, okay, that sounds...
But that was a very long time ago. But apart from that, I've never seen these two heroes as a support duo as much.
No, I don't really
I
like
mean,
it.
unless the IO is the core and the Bane and Lina are both supports, then maybe that's more believable then. But if they do anything weird, I would not be too. I wouldn't put too much hope on that.
Yeah, Team Thailand now heading into this DK pick, which is going to be another one of these heroes. You brought this up last game. Last time it was Fearin versus the Storm Spirit, but anytime you have a hero that's going to want to rotate and gank with a powerful level 6, Lina, of course, not as mobile without any mobility spells, but has a Laguna Blade, which is one of the better ganking spells because you just throw it at someone and they die. If you end up doing that, if you're missing from the lane for too long, DK will take your tower. So, and of course, his lane is not too bad because of Dragon's Blood versus the Lina. So it's a strong pick here for Team Thailand. I'm already liking where their draft is heading.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that the DK is going to be invincible this game. They have a lot, like you said, a lot of burst damage from Bane, Lina, early game to deal with the Dragon Knight. And with the Darkseer pick again, so it's going to be this mid DK, off lane Darkseer with the Clockwork similar setup with the Knicks in the previous game. They have a lot of initiating stuns. They have team fight control, team fight damage. This is the kind of opening you want to have where it takes a lot of boxes. You don't want to end up with 4 heroes pick, and in the last pick you have to think, oh, we don't have team fight, we don't have catch, we don't have this, we don't have that, blah blah blah. Then it's gonna be troublesome to pick your last hero. You want to have a opening which allows the last pick to be anything, because you have a lot of box tick already, so you can pretty much pick anything you want.
Yeah, we're also super tanky right now for Team Thailand as well, aren't we? Even more so when we get that Ag Scepter online for the Darkseer. And we do have a lot of damage for Team Myanmar, but some of it will begin to fall off until Lina starts scaling a bit more as a right-clicker. Of course, I'm saying this without seeing 2 more cores, presumably from Team Myanmar, so we'll see where they go from here. And there's more fun, so there's some damage. There's some damage in a strong lane versus Darkseer. One of the best ways to counter Darkseer in lane is just to kill his creep super fast, whatever he ion shells, and Morphlane just got so much right-click damage.
The only thing you have to worry about is when you're level 1 and level 2. When you're last hitting under the tower, that's going to be a little bit annoying for you. But if you have a Bane as a 5 in the lane to soak up some damage for you against the Clock Darkseer, then you should be able to get past that stage, because that's the only stage you have to worry about as a Morphling. When you're level 3 onwards, lane's easy peasy.
Yeah, they don't actually kill a Morphling too well. We have a lot of damage here for Team Thailand, but not a ton of lockdown and nothing too fast. Like a Blink DK stun, I don't think it's going to be, catching players of this caliber off guard. They're going to get off that strength gain as soon as they see the DK blink in. So I wouldn't expect to really catch this Morph too easy with this lineup.
It's a pretty good Lincoln's game. Usually you don't see this item so much on Morphling nowadays, but there are some games that are extra value for rushing that item first. And this game, that's the only thing you need to worry about. You just brought it up, the DK stun. That's the only way he dies. If he gets caught by the stun, yeah, I agree that most of the players should be able to react, but sometimes it's still better to be safe and sorry.
Agreed.
Lincoln is still good it's a good item overall on Morphling.
Yeah, especially because I think with this game you can do like a vacuum from the trees and then DK blinks in and stuns and you catch
sometimes he blinks in with melee form, so the stun is instant, so it's hard for you to react with your attribute shift. Then you might die. So if you have a Lincoln's, then
no, you're right.
You don't have to worry about it.
There's literally nothing, no other targeted spells right now except for that DK Dragon Form stun. Team Thailand looks like they can flex this. Nah, it's probably going to be just a safe lane pick here, I would say, out from them.
Now you're talking about flexing the Dragonite?
Yeah, I was thinking, but then it would just be really weird, I think. I can't come up with a mid laner. Is there something that really kills Alina that you'd consider? Maybe like a tiny
TA, maybe? If you want to go mid.
Okay.
Yeah, Lycan again. So they seem to favor this kind of lineup where it allows them to snowball, take towers, This is what I've been saying even in the previous series, where I feel like the way you should play the game right now is to put your team's direction towards having first strike Dota. You always want to be the aggressor, you don't want to be running away from your opponents. You want to have the lineup that allows you to have decent laning phase, or even better if you can dominate your laning phase and you can play a game where you are always dictating play. You're taking towers, you're pressuring, you're going for Roche. There's always an objective going on. That's the kind of way that I enjoy playing the game right now.
And there's
Pitlord is the delayer. That's the classic delayer. You want to stop the push from coming. It's a bit of similar with the previous game where I was mentioning the Team Malaysia side. When they're up against the Lycan, they need something to, when they last pick the Ember. This Underlord pick right here is a bit similar, where his job is to basically try to buy time, to stall, to do whatever necessary, sometimes even give up your own life to defend the towers. I mean, they have a pretty good wave clear with Underlord plus the Lina, 2 heroes that can nuke out waves pretty easily. And Morphling is going to be like somewhere across the universe pushing out waves, farming creeps. Io's next to him. Hey, do you need a ride to the fight? No, who wants to join the fight now? I just want to hit creeps. You stay behind me, save me if I get caught. That's going to be the name of the game. And the Bane is going to be hiding in some random tree. Hey, I'm going to get a catch here. Relocate, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I
like the kind of game they're going to be playing, And Underlord Ultimate.
I like the Underlord pick a lot. I think that Firestorm is going to be absolutely massive this game. You have 4 strength heroes, some of the tankiest heroes in the game, actually, with the DK Lycan, and then, of course, Darkseer Axe.
That's what they need in a tank, After the first 4 picks, everyone's like a backline hero. A Morphling can be a tank later in the game, but towards the early game, definitely they need like someone like an Underlord to hold the game down for them. And with Io and Bane, you actually have very, very strong laning supports at the start of the game. It'll be interesting to see whether they actually lane. I don't think they'll lane this any other way. I'll probably just have the Bane to protect the Morphling against the Darkseer Clock and have my IO with the Underlord.
Yeah, I'd do the same. Yeah, no, I was just going to say that Firestorm's huge this game. It's so much damage, and I think it's the 20 or 15 talent that's like +3 or 4% or +2% on that Firestorm.
15?
That's one of the talents. It's incredibly strong.
I'll
this game.
double check.
Very, very good talent here as we'll get underway. I am kind of liking it. We saw Team Thailand play this kind of fast draft earlier today, and it looked pretty darn strong when they ran it, so I would give them just a slight edge here, Windsor, personally. I think this Clockwork pick...
You need more data, sometimes just one series. I mean,
I agree. I agree, but I think this Clockwork pick, just with levels alone, is going to do so much to ruin this
level 20
Team Myanmar. Is it 20?
Yeah, level 20.
It's a bit higher than I thought. I played him the other day, so...
You play Underlord? I thought you just said I'm a support player. Oh, Underlord support.
Well, I had to get my role queue tokens back, and had to pick all 5. You only get positions 3, 4, and 5 anyway.
I'm pretty sure you're that guy. I'm tired of playing support every game, but I still kill support next game. But I'm gonna play Underlord support. You're that guy,
No, it was a proper position 3. It was great actually because they ended up picking PL and Void Spirit into me. It was the easiest game of my life. It was very nice.
I'm sure it was. Winning is nice.
Winning is nice. And, I would say probably this game, I wonder if he wants to go for Rod of Atos or Yule Scepter. It's probably going to be Shiva's at some point on the Underlord, but normally you want to try and make sure you can get 2 latches onto an enemy hero.
This game has a lot of value getting Crimson Guard. Has a lot of physical damage from the Lycan and the DK. I think he might also get a hood. I feel like Rod of Atos is... you can get it, but this game I don't think they lack a lot of setup. There's Bane, there's Lina, there's a lot of stuns,
Yeah, I get where that's coming from, but I want to lock down this Lycan. I want to keep him stuck inside pit for...
I know what you mean. It gives you decent stats, so it gives you strength as well. So it's not like it's wrong, but it's just more about personal preference. How you want to play the hero in this game. What do you value more?
Oh no, the runes are gonna get denied here. The blocks. Is he gonna be able to beat him? Nope. It's going to be the rune secured. That was going to be KMP getting it. Yeah, Dyer got it. Dyer got 3. I think they're going to get all 4. They did. All 4 power runes.
Okay, game is over. GG, go next.
Oh my goodness. And Fearless just popping the Sir Action Slacks voice line. Love to see it. It's a pretty big advantage. It's a big gold lead already from the offset. We'll see if that really ends up making a difference.
Mostly it helps the mid lane, I would say. When you have this kind of start. But it's a DK against Lina, so I don't think you're going to be able to do much with that. So bot lane, Darkseer is shuffling the lane in. Top lane, Underlord is shuffling the lane in. Just going to be both off-lane heroes just trying to get whatever farm they can. At the same time, just trading more or less with the opposing carry.
Yeah, already pulling the first creep wave here on over. A little bit carefully here, Bane, because out comes a Brain Sap to keep him topped off. Camp's blocked.
Yeah, Morphling is still not getting pressure too much. Like I mentioned, the only thing you need to worry about is the first 2 levels. Whether you can last it okay under the tower with this Iron Shell harass. He seems to be doing okay so far. He's getting 4 last hits so far. Everything is going well. He's gonna be able to get level 2 without much trouble and get another wave under the tower. He'll be level 3 in no time.
Bane might be in for a bit of a... Nah, he's going to be okay, especially with pulling the creep on over.
He's just trying to make sure that the Morphling can farm. If you have to use your body to stop the pull from happening, you have to do it. Creep Equilibrium, that's the name of the game here for the Morphling.
Yeah, it's especially important. Vitally so in these first couple of levels, as you've been saying. This is a crazy DK set. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. He's on fire.
He's on.
He is.
He's playing against Lina. Lina's using Dragon Slayer, and you go, he's on fire.
He's on fire.
All right, sure.
It's because you're playing. You're watching on low settings. That's why you don't see him. He's on fire all the time.
He's definitely on fire.
Yeah.
He was owning the last game.
He was. This time he's having a bit of a tougher time. As you recall, Storm Fearless on his trademark Storm, I suppose, with a level 30 mark on it, right? I think that's fair to say.
Oh, is that his trademark hero?
I don't think you reach a level 30 on a hero and not be pretty good on it and have impressive games,
How many level 30 heroes you have?
None. How many do you have?
None.
There we go.
Clearly, we don't play enough Dota.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is. But same exact build here for our Lycan.
Oh, bot lane.
Oh,
Bane is in trouble.
Yes, he
Run,
is.
run!
Down he goes. Healing Self activated here and immediately cancelled.
Morph has no waveform.
Yeah, he might be in for a rough time. And in fact, I think he is just dead because he doesn't have a Quelling Blade either to get through these trees. Down he will go. And he's going to buy back instantly.
I don't think that's a good buyback. There's too many creeps under the tower. I think that's the correct move.
Okay. We'll see. I think he's got to get. I think he is going to get all of these. Actually, he shouldn't really miss any.
Yeah, I think that's the correct move. You don't feel good, but it's the correct move.
How much gold is that? He got 1 range creep. He's going to get 6 melee creeps.
That's a Milo Ice.
How much did that cost him?
250.
Yeah. And he gets like 30 gold. I suppose the most important thing is not missing that experience, right?
Yeah, the XP is the huge deal.
Yeah. And now he gets that point in waveform, so he doesn't die like that again. Okay.
I think probably a little too greedy. I mean, sometimes you have to hold the skill point until you absolutely need it. You see a lot of like really, really good players do that, you know, so that they can get away from a sticky situation like this for as Morphling.
Nice little triple stack action there. As the jungle's starting, sorry, the triangle make that trying to get a little stacked up.
Yep, our friend the Underlord is building a Vanguard right away. So it's probably going to go for the Crimson, which is really good this game against the Lycan, DK. Even against the Darkseid Illusions, it's pretty useful.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. Especially with this Atrophy Aura also running at the same time. Really, really nice to have versus your crit-based heroes.
Oh, bot lane. Here we go, Bane.
Kill the Bane. He's got Nightmare, and he's going to get it off for about a quarter of a second before he goes down. Morphling, though, especially with the creeps here to tank some of this damage on the Ion Shell and Battery, so it's allowed to get in a good amount of damage.
He's definitely having a Nightmare now. 2 deaths back to back.
It's not good. Is he going to have to walk back to lane? No, he's not. He's got TP.
He has TP, yes, TP.
That would have truly been a nightmare.
Oh, he's TPing. Okay. Give me a refill bottle.
Pretty much for our Lina. Approaching level 6 now on both mid laners as there's going to be the first Nightfall.
Alright, so Darkseid clears out the bot wave, TP's back to base, and the catapults are approaching. It's DK level 6, right?
DK is just about to hit level 6. There he goes. Oh, dodges the LSA.
He would have actually been able to kill him maybe with the Laguna if he landed a stun there.
Would have been pretty close as they will get the Clockwork, who's trying to interrupt the farm of the Morphling.
Buyback worth it.
Yeah. There it is.
It's level 6 now.
So both offlaners cutting waves. I mean, you know, it's funny. We have both offlaners cutting waves, but I want to say these are some of the highest base attack damage cores in the game. Morphling, CK, and Lycan all up there. So not really having too much difficulty when it comes to last hitting under towers, especially as Morphling has survived that early scary period for him. So kind of interesting to see that play out for both of our cores as the stack continues.
Yeah, mid lane. The catapult wave with the first dragon form.
Oh, yeah.
Radiant has to respond to this, otherwise they're going to lose the tower.
And Lina,
where's the Lina?
Where's our Lina?
Oh, he's at base.
Bane is dying.
Clockwork is going to kill the... Okay, not Clockwork. Darkseid is going to kill the Bane. I mean, this is rather slow. How are they not responding immediately?
Yeah, they did at least cancel the healing salve with the DK.
No, the Bane should have been mid.
But I think they're going to end up losing this tower. Laguna Blade committed here. The cookie toss forward, though, stunning both. Bane now respawning, coming back on in, and Fearless is alive on 50 HP.
Yeah, this is
bottle sips, and
this is really bad for them. The tower's almost dead.
Lycan's coming. He's shapeshifted on over, and he's running right on into battle here. They're going to look to turn. Boom Bell is looking for the minus armor onto the Bane. He's going to end up sleeping at least the Snapfire for now, as they will TP in the Underlord. Pitted Malice does connect onto 2. That Firestorm damage is going to be good to at least zone out the 2 cores for the rest of the fight. But the tower falls nonetheless here to the Lycan. A little bit of space for our Morphling, but he's actually been pressured. Oh, and they almost actually got him with that rocket flare underneath his tower.
Wait, I saw a video today with some Morphling dying to I swear, was it today? I think it was today or yesterday. I saw a video.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get him there for a second. Max Agi pops the stick. And it actually looks like Team Thailand, they're going to let this tower go down as well.
That was greedy, cause look at that, the Clockwork tried again.
Oh, here he comes. Tower still alive. There's going to be the Nightmare. Tower's actually going to stay alive for now. It's well within deny range if they want to go for it. got the ward, and they might just keep it up just to no, okay, never mind. They're going to deny it.
Yep, so the Dragon Knight is going for a quick blink. He wants to play the role of the catch initiator here. Darksaber is going for his Ags again, as per usual. It's just too good to pass up that Aghanim's upgrade.
Mid lane, Lina is going to be fine. Not enough damage there, but the DD rune goes into the bottle of the DK.
What did he spend his money on?
Lina?
Yeah, what did he buy? Did he get a use or travels or what?
No, nothing yet, actually. Lina's, I mean, they're not, I wouldn't call them poor, but 3,400 gold is not enough for travels. But here's the big stacks being farmed, so we'll see what that first item ends up being.
Felt like he should be richer.
Oh.
What do you get as Lina? Silver Age, this game is pretty good.
That's a big catch. It looks like they caught him there. Vacuum just into plenty of damage, and they're going to shapeshift as well. There's going to be a good Dark Rift just to get the heck out of dodge, but they're going to end up losing this tower pretty much regardless.
I think it was the vac into the Centaur Storm.
Oh yeah, that would have done it.
Probably, I'm not sure.
Battery Assault, I mean, they killed him actually over a long duration. They just did a lot of damage to him over time.
Yeah, probably didn't have his wave form up. Yep, so that was a very, very big pick-off here on the Morphling. Game is still going pretty reasonably for them, but the Lycan is going to start to amp up the game with his next ultimate in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And they already lost their tier 1 mid and tier 1 bot. So Rosh is going to be on the table for Team Thailand if they wish to contest it. They have the Shredder, and does he have a medallion?
Yeah, it's just completed now. It's going to be flying on over. Bane's trying to set up for a kill here, level 3, but he just needs that strong Nightmare for the Morphling to go in and set up that kill. In fact, they scan for it. This is pretty risky, though. Yeah, TPs are all up here for Team Thailand, so they're not going to go for it. Bottom instead. This time there's no Dark Rift out.
It's fine. He can do this from trees. I mean, Underlord is like Darkseer, you know. You can always push out waves safely from a distance. So he's one of those perfect heroes to play the dead lane, you know.
Oh, man. So I got to take a look at what Q's already got in the inventory, and he's making really great progress on the upgrade as well. Our Clockwork already with the Urn, and about halfway towards that Vessel upgrade is pretty significant.
Great Vessel game against the IO, the Morphling. I mean, even to the Underlord, against the Underlord, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, good against this whole team, really. Bane even, right, because of Brain Sap, it's considered, you know, whatever.
I mean, sure.
I mean, I wouldn't buy one just for Bane, but,
hey, you
know,
would.
If I'm already going to buy one, I'm going to use it on Bane. TP's coming in now as there's that initial Nightmare. Only level 4 for Bane, though, and in fact, they're going to absolutely murder him in exchange for this tier 1 tower going down.
You jinxed him. It was all your fault.
I did. Of course, they're just looking for those quick kills because we're trying to get this Vessel up as soon as possible for Team Thailand. That is their objective right now.
Oh, so the Lina went travels. They're going to be very, very greedy, trying to farm as much as they can. I don't think they're going to be looking to fight anytime soon. Maybe they're just going to go for pickoffs with the Bane with his ultimate soon. But I think that's going to be pretty much it. The game is going to be, I mean, this is going to be like the cat and mouse game, you know.
Yep.
The mouse is going to be the Radiant team. The cat is going to be on the Dia team.
It's a pretty elusive mouse, though, right? I mean, obviously Morph going for the power treads, but Yangon, or I guess Myanmar, have Relocate, they have Dark Rift, and now BOT's on their Lina, so.
But like I said, I just don't feel like you want to be playing this kind of game in the meta right now. It just doesn't feel nice being the defensive side. They're going to smoke up. Maybe they want to be on the offense right now. Do they have a ward? Do they see the Lycan or something? Okay, they got to sleep. Santos coming in to stop the follow-up.
Might not matter too much.
Bye-bye.
Yep, he's going to be deleted regardless. Just farming much too aggressively. That ward, of course, scouting him out. Nightmare immediately canceled, and now Kisses coming on in because there's nothing to stop these. The Kisses, just couldn't hit him. Couldn't turn fast enough, really, was what that was about. DK bottles up a DD room, but he's not interested in joining this fight, seeing as it's mostly lost. Q, however, is, and that's 2 now dead here for Team Thailand, as this invasion has gone pretty bad for them so far, but now their luck may begin to turn, as in comes Fearless. Q secures the kill onto the Bane. He is going to be picked off, though, by Morphling. And Yangon Galacticos will do well to force away Fearless.
That was just way too greedy.
Oh, the blink. It's here. I don't think... Oh, nice. Okay, it did make a difference.
That was just way too greedy by where the Lycan was farming right Oh my god, he was farming.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
he was farming.
Yeah, because he
Why?
because he pushed creeps to the tower, and I guess he thought they would have to go stop the creeps at the tower.
You know what, Richie? You have one job. Text him later about the line.
Okay.
Send
I
him a
will.
message. You know. By the way, this is not your line.
By the way, what are you doing farming here? Not a very... Yeah, I mean, I guess everyone else is just farming everywhere else. And I mean, he's got really good farm as well on this Lycan, doesn't he? He's almost got this full Helm of the Overlord online. 13 minutes in, not too bad of a time. As
Yeah, but
they're
there
gonna
was such a big kill though for the enemy team.
Okay. Reload's
Underlord.
coming in through, though, and it will be able to save him. So they're going to lose at most the Wisp here, but they're also going to lose a triple stack of Ancients, Winter.
Time to use Dark Reef and save the Wisp.
Nope. Oh,
What?
Oh! he did it. But at the cost of the Lina, she will be caught.
What was that? Why did he go?
Oh, no.
Wasn't the plan just to run away all along?
You know, it looked like it to me, and they've lost so much more now. They're going to look to turn back in now, but they've already lost the stack of Ancients. Careful here, Morphling, as they have at least slept the Snapfire. Toggle on plenty over. There goes the Wisp now, so there's going to be the buffer down. Waveform dodges the cookie. The Centaur Conqueror will now begin retreating as Team THAI-ESPORTS. They've gotten basically all that they've came for here. A kill, 2 bonus kills I think that they probably shouldn't have gotten, and that big old Ancient stack has been secured as well.
Oh, it was fun to watch the relocate, saving the Underlord and the Underlord using the Uber to save that.
Yeah, but they both ended. Well, I mean, I guess Io ends up dying anyway, so.
No, Io ended up dying because they tried to go in for a fight. He was already safe before that. The Lina went in for some reason. He died. Io tried to help. He died. Everything was supposed to be fine.
I guess they just really didn't want to give up that Ancient stack, right? I'm sure that Wisp was like, come on, guys, I spent 5 minutes stacking this. You're just going to let it go? And then he dies for it anyway.
Yeah, you need to learn how to let go sometimes.
Sometimes that's the most difficult part, though, isn't it, Winter? Got to let go of all the stacks.
Letting go. Something you can't do as well.
Very difficult. Very difficult. Bottom now, they're going to be able to find Lina. This time, relocate. It's not going to be successful in getting her out. I believe that the Cogs was there to cancel it this time around. And now Q has finally finished up that vessel.
So feels so bad when you're going this build, right? Travels and you're rushing PKB and you die twice like this. I mean, when you're playing this kind of game, like this is the thing, you know, when you're playing this kind of map game, right, you're trying to outmaneuver the enemy, clear the waves here and there, cut waves whenever you can. Every death, it's like a Tinker game, you know. Every one death that you die, it affects the map so much because you're supposed to be shuffling out all the waves constantly, and if you don't do that, someone dies, the enemy's hitting a tower immediately, right after that. And you're gonna lose a tier 1 tower. Look at the Underlord. He's just basically using his ultimate to clear one wave of creep and get out.
Yeah, but they fortified here. Firestorm lingering damage, though. Still going to do some good work. But the Catapults is kept alive here. That means backdoor defense is not going to kick in. Elder Dragon Form level 2 as well being put to good work, as that will be another tower taken down.
Morphling.
Yeah, Vessel is applied. Doesn't have a Dispel for himself quite yet, though. Actually, he's got his Manta on the way. They will catch him now. Into the Cogs he goes. Another Vessel charge is applied. We're holding on to this Vacuum. They're going to pull him back in, and down he goes. The Nightmare not out in time.
Give this man a medal, Garcia. Give this man a medal.
That's huge. That's such a big kill. Oh, what? Okay, they're going to try and turn Cookie, though, is going to end up stunning up the Bane. Q popping the wand, still alive, in fact, is going to be able to make it out of here in good shape. And now it's going to be Team Myanmar on the run.
Give that man another medal.
Fearless running on in here, hasted up. Wall of replicas, not going to find anyone, but surged again. He's going to guess incorrectly. Lena's going to make it out. And I think that was a reload out here by our Wisp.
Where is my Uber?
Unfortunately, on the cooldown for 1 minute.
I'm gonna give you 5 stars, you know. Just get me out.
Radiant's top tower is
Alright, he got out.
Yeah, just TP'd.
All is fine.
That's so unlucky. Oh, it wasn't Manta Style. It was actually SNY. I saw these ultimate orbs queued up. I still don't think he would have lived if he had the SNY completed on him there. But an untimely death for the Morphling. because now Arlena has been getting a lot of pressure. Underlord, yeah, he's doing Underlord things, and actually did end up going for this round of Atos before finishing off the Crimson Guard.
That's rather strange. They felt like they needed more disables.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, I guess I can understand why.
I think you just keep them off your Lina and Morphling, and maybe they have damage to fight them right now.
I mean, they were not supposed to fight anyway. They were supposed to just drag, before getting your... Even with the BKB, you think your Lina's going to stand and fight against a Lycan?
No, but Lycan's going to have to stand in a Pit of Malice for 6 seconds now versus 2 ranged heroes.
Okay, I give you that.
That's what I do like about this. I'd like it better if it was a Dro, but I think the point still stands.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, yep, they found him. No kisses available this time around. There's a BKB, and in fact, we're gonna use it. Laguna Blade to use just to scare away Fearless.
You think he's scared?
I have gotten 2 here. There's that pit into the Atos as Lycan. It's gonna be zoned away, and it's gonna be Underlord just throwing away his life to save the rest of his allies from going down. He was not scared, no.
Nope.
I don't think he was scared.
I mean, you were scared for him.
Oh. Okay, Q. This man, he wants to go for 3 medals this game, as he's going to be able to set up for another kill onto Bane. Diving underneath that tier 2 tower. They don't even know that top tier 1 yet.
So are we just going to award him the MVP medal at this point?
Maybe. We'll see what the post game decides.
Honestly, he deserves it.
Oh, now they're going to go into Roche here. Yeah, they're going to be able to rip through this guy pretty easily. I think we've got Ags now. Yeah, indeed, for Darkseer. Into the Blink Dagger next, so just building in for more catch. That'll be 2 Blink Daggers here.
I mean, it's so strange, nowadays, when you look at the Darkseer, he's blinking in, punching people.
I love the normal punch, though. It's so fun. And it's so strong versus Morphling, too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like some of these shots are just way too good for what he does here.
Yeah. What's the worst shard for you? In this game.
Oh, in this game? Let's see.
I think it's Bane's.
Yeah, Bane's pretty useless. I agree. Bane's pretty useless.
Yeah, Bane's is pretty bad. Lycan's is pretty darn strong, actually.
Yeah, they're all decent, apart from Bane's.
Yeah.
See? Every hero is not created the same. Not created fair.
Well, I think it would be boring if they all were completely fair. His Q, he's going to go hunting again. Dark Rift trying to be used, but of course this poor guy, he can't even do anything. They'll send the dragon in after him, but he's already dead. And his tier 2 tower, his second to last tier 2 tower of the game, pardon me, is soon to fall.
Wouldn't you agree everyone should start equal footing?
No, because then the game's going to be boring.
And it's going to be fair.
But there needs to, but if you survive an early game push with a late game lineup, you're going to crush them, and you're going to farm them in Fountain for 30 minutes and pay them back.
You must be an Ana fanboy right now. You like to watch his stream.
Sumail fanboy, Ana fanboy. Oh, there's going to be another jump in onto the Lina. The stun so long, Mech and Relo used, and BKB Winter just to get her out of dodge. That was a little bit rough. We have a Dark Rift this time. I wonder if they're going to try this trick again.
By the way, do you know who has the Aegis?
I don't.
Oh, good friend, the Ducks.
That's it. Masaros, what are you doing with this? Okay.
Wait, let's think about it. Is it legit to put the Aegis on the Darkseer? Since he's going to be initiating. Oh, punch!
Oh, there he goes. Now he doesn't have the shard yet. And in fact, he gets out of there. The surge is too fast. He outruns the light strike array. Faster than the speed of light and faster than a speeding bullet. Right on a young PH. Thrown out of the other side of the barracks. There's a Fiend's Grip. Yep. Down goes the DK. But young PH is going to go down as well. Slept up here currently is going to be the Lycan. They finally toggled it on over to Black Dragon before he toggles it over again. Once again, trying to keep both of his creeps alive.
I mean, the DK was so aggressive. He was playing like he had the Aegis.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's what I was confused by as well when you said that. Fiend's Grip is down, though, and we still have Aegis available for Masaros to use. Cookie does find the Morphling. There's the Overcharge trying to keep alive, and now the Mechanism, but quickly falling a little bit too low just to stand and fight. Respawn now onto our Underlord. Going to be looking for some kind of catch. That man, of course, has an Aegis. And a Cookie to get him out of a rough spot. Oh my goodness, they actually almost killed the Bane with the Ancient Black Dragon. Ridiculous.
I'll wait till he gets the punch.
I'm very excited. He's only 400 gold away. Really 300. He'll have that thing soon. 10k up here for
I
team.
think that's like one of the the most interesting shots in the game.
Walrus punch or
The punch. It's
normal
just fun.
punch?
It's just fun, you know. When you do it on someone, you feel good.
It's good. It got buffed too. Before it was not that good because you basically needed to run up to them and punch them. But now you can just blink.
Yeah, they relocate to farm one ancient stack. One.
I mean, they're so close to this. So close to
Leave
the
him
E-blade.
there.
Oh,
Why you
no.
didn't leave him there?
Uh-oh. Yeah, the wolf scouted him. There's going to be the vision given. Kiss is coming down, and Wisp having to put his body on the line there. Get down, Mr. President. Head for 1 minute here, our little ball of life. Oh, what's going on in mid? Oh, they caught Lina again. BKB active here is DK, but he's actually completely alone, Winter. He's completely alone.
What happened to strength in numbers? We have strength heroes right now.
Now we do, yeah. Team Thailand with 4 strength heroes. Now they have strength in numbers compared to only 1.
Huge improvement.
Big improvement. I mean, Bane is almost a strength hero, isn't he? He's got the same stats for every.
No, Bane is like the even hero, the equal hero.
You know, there's another even hero. Do you know who it is?
No, enlighten me.
It's Meepo, 1.7 each stat. Yeah.
Meepo's a cheater.
I had the displeasure of randoming him in an ability draft, and that's when I learned that he's got really bad stat gain. All right, there was a shapeshift activated just to get through these barracks. Firestorm is keeping them off the mid lane, but not really much to stop them from the top lane of barracks here currently. There is a Crystallis doing a bit of damage. My goodness, they've just chopped through that underlord. The back wall combo down onto 2. Bane has to Nightmare himself. Lina pops the BKB, trying to fight through this one as they buy back now on the underlord. Young PH trying to blast in for a bit of this damage, but the armor is just too high here for Team Thailand. Nothing really quite done there. They're not even going to be able to catch our clockwork. Oh, Aegis reclaimed. They finally get down Masaros. 4 people. 3 make it. Caught inside the pit of mouths, but it's not going to be able to save the Lina. Great cookie after the morph here is going to continue getting some damage onto Fearless, but not nearly enough as he's going to BKB and TP on out. It's going to be basically a 3-for-2 trade here at the end of the day once you consider the buybacks, as Q looks like he'll be able to make it out alive. We still have maybe no Grandma form for a while. Cogs are ready as well. E-Blade combo is good enough for the kill there. Never mind. A 3-for-3.
Oh, punished for your sins. Why did you take the Aegis?
I agree. Not only did he take the Aegis, but I actually seen Myanmar. Credit where credit is due. They also timed it perfectly. They canceled that regeneration basically instantly and ended his life with that E-Blade shot.
So they deserve a medal as a team? The whole team?
No, I think really you take a medal away from Masaros for that. You don't even unpin the medal. You just rip it off of his shirt. You know?
Are you allowed to do that?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. You're the general.
I am the general. I suppose I am. What? Bane is going for a bit of an adventure. I think he was just trying to tank a smoke gank there, and mission successful, I suppose. But he is going to go down for that. Dead for a whole minute without buyback.
He took one for the team, you know, what can I say?
He did. He did. Bot lane as well, we have Underlord pushing on in with Young PH ready to defend this mid lane of barracks. But here comes the Ancient Granite Golem.
This is kind of like the best script you can have, right? Or second best script.
Yeah, I like this guy the most because of the HP bonus. It's just ridiculous. Look, this guy's got 3,000 HP right now. DK only has Strength Threads and BKB and a Bracer to buff him. So tanky.
Ocean's Heart. Don't forget the
Ocean's Heart, you're right. Another 100 HP. Nerf the item. I mean, down go these barracks. I think this aura is just so good. But that you can make a case for an armor aura this game as well, of course, versus the Morphlane and Lina. And I think
the Frenzy. The Frenzy can be good in some games.
Yeah, Frenzy's all right.
Unholy Frenzy.
Is that what it is? Unholy Frenzy?
Nah, that's like the Dota 1 name.
It might be. It still might be Unholy Frenzy.
I don't think so. I think it's just Frenzy.
I think it is just Frenzy, and you got the War Drums aura as well on that guy, and a Slam.
Nah, Unholy Frenzy used to be the Razor ability.
Oh.
His Q, his old Q.
Dota Boomer Winter here. Fun fact. Okay, so this is kind of like the PZLA from Team Myanmar. Is they're going to be looking to find anything, but great positioning here.
It's a ward, high ground.
Yeah, that's promising. But it looks
has
like
the high ground.
It'll be the toilet bowl maneuver yet again, Winter, as they're just going to go swish right around each other. And scans are coming out negative.
Bowl maneuver.
They did scout Young PH here, by the way, on this ward. The Team Thailand don't know where anyone else is, but actually the entire team is a little bit too far away, and it looks like Young PH might just be right in the firing line here. There's Q trying to set up for this kill there as the normal punch to kick it all off into the Dragon Tail. Down goes the Lina. And the rest of Team Myanmar are left just to watch as they finally take down that Observer.
I've seen that so many times, but it still cracks me up when I see Darkseer winking in and punching on.
I mean, it's such a great... I mean, Darkseer always had one of the goofiest auto-attack animations. He really just does punch him. Just hits him with an open fist at times. Okay.
Oh, Fiend's Grip.
All right. 1 for 1. But for right now, Team Thailand, yeah, they just want kills. Look at this guy, Q, going right on in. They're going to buy back now on the Snapfire as TP's coming into that Tier 2 tower. Trying to TP away. Cookie. Oh, they got him. The battery assault proc actually cancels the TP. The rest of Team Thailand now actually coming back to help kill him. Here's going to be the Bane trying to Nightmare up anyone as another waveform away. Might still not be enough to save the life of the Morphling. The heals being nullified by the Vessel as Wisp trying to keep his friend alive. No normal punch quite yet, but the magic damage is there through the Self E-Blade for the kill onto Morphling. Team Thailand had to work for that one, Winter, but they did deserve that kill at the end.
Lycan was backdooring bottom, by the way.
Yeah, he was actually. My goodness. So much damage taken from Vessel, I want to say, basically. Yeah, look at that. 1,000 damage from Spirit Vessel. That's tough. He was 1 tick away from getting out, and now they're going to be able to get a secondary kill here on the Underlord. Morphling's just got to buy back E-Blade to save the life of the Underlord, leaves him without an aggressive option here for some damage. As there's the noble punch right into the pit of malice, triggering the BKB, but he's way too fast. They've caught Bane, who was trying to sneak up from behind, as there's the horn for the Megas. Another stun on in. This time here is going to catch the Underlord. Relocate is still ready to use the healing. Is good enough, though, to keep him alive, as there's going to be the normal punch doing some damage to Morphling, as there's now at least a shapeshift being used. Morphling half HP from his own illusion here, as Team Thailand, having only lost the DK, only backing up a little bit. It's still going to be 4v5. The Cookie! They actually use the Cookie onto the Invisible Wolf, trying for this kill on the Lina. Another normal punch here onto the Morphling, but they didn't have the Vessel, so he almost gets full healed here by the Wisp. There's going to be now the Wolf just running for his life. The Pit of Malice catching the 2 heroes. This is a buyback, by the way, for the Snapfire, so that's going to be an extra long death timer. Good stun, though, before she did drop onto the Morphling. They're looking for more, though. Oh, but a big back wall combo. They missed the hook shot combo, but they still managed to find a kill onto the Wisp, as Young PH, looking to make a little bit more space for himself, is dying to the illusions, has died to the illusions of the Darkseer, despite picking up the kill onto the Darkseer himself.
Oh, Underlord is still chasing down the Lycan.
That he is. That was an overclock, I heard, and it missed, which means he is going to be in for a bit of a rough time if he can't make it out, but he can. Or can he? That's a long stun. I think he's going to die.
You are absolutely right. Good guess, man.
He is tanky. He is tanky. I mean, this game is, going to be a bit difficult here. Here's Bane, of course. Oh, my goodness, they're still fighting? Oh, no way. He got off the strength gain, though. He's too good. Even so, they're doing a lot of damage to him, so he's going to be forced back. Physical damage without any armor is not good enough, and the Wolf blocking the shot there from Q. Wisp, having bought back, is in a bit of a rough spot as he is trapped inside the cogs, but quickly freed by the Bane. They're going to look to turn, actually. Cheeky little Fiend's Grip, but where's the damage? Oh, there he goes. Wisp going to hit him up with a couple of right clicks just to try and get him down. That Vessel Charge applied. They finally put him back to sleep, but in comes now the DK. DD Rune activated, forcing the BKB here of the Morphling, as Kiss is raining down. They're going to go back now onto Bane. He's dead, but only for 45 seconds. Such is the XP lead held currently by Team Thailand. And this game still continues, Winter.
Oh, Lina. Hook shot.
Oh, yeah, double hook shot. Oh, nice reload out. That'll save her. That will save her. And she's got a BKB ready to use. But right now, Team Thailand throwing everything they have at these Tier 4 towers. Another stun finds the Morphling, but good damage here on the Young PH, especially with that overcharge attack speed. Will actually be able to repel them for now. A Cookie, though. It's a big vacuum onto 3 heroes. The normal punch, 4 heroes deleted, and the GG is called. As that is going to be Team Thailand. They're hot, Winter. They're on a 3-game win streak as they take down Team Myanmar in game number 1 of our series.
Yeah, that's the kind of play where you say you force the GG out of the opponent because they don't want to GG out.
I have to say, I think my favorite part of that game was Wisp kind of just looking around and then going, well, I guess I can hit him with my right clicks during that last
Hey,
Fiends group.
Io was a carry hero.
He is a strength hero, right? Strength
he
in
was
numbers.
a carry hero, you know.
Strength in numbers.
I miss those times. Axe, Rush, and you own as a carry Io.
Do you really miss them?
Yeah, why not? Easy MMR on my team, if they're on my team.
That's true. The hero was perhaps a little bit too strong, though. But I mean, another strong showing from Team Thailand, right? MTG looking almost unstoppable through this second day of the SEAEF Esports Federation Championship. Just again, more solid drafting. They head back into this Bane draft. Sorry, not Bane. They head back into this Lycan draft, right, with a fairly fast mid laner, right? DK gets a blink and he's basically ready to start fighting.
I think
this
game it was pretty interesting what they decided to do on the Radiant team, like the way they set up their drafts. I wasn't a big fan of how they started out with the Lina plus the Bane, but they had an idea, you know, they had a plan on how to stall, delay. This underlord pick made a lot of sense. The way he was playing the game, trying to stall and allow his teammates to farm, but it was just like down to the certain small details. You know, the Lina went so greedy, he rush boost of travels. I mean, it almost worked. It looked like it could work when they were defending the pushes. They were buying a lot of time. Morphling was like farming on the other side of the map. He was uncontested, but there was just a few details that went really, really bad for them. They got caught up way too many times. I think it was the Lina that he kept getting picked off by the clockwork, and they couldn't really shove out the waves fast enough. So it allowed the Lycan to take all the tier 1s. They proceeded to take the bottom tier 2. Then they got Roche, and the push was just too difficult to stop at that point.
And I mean, Q, what a game, right? I think he definitely gets the MVP medal. The clockwork
for sure.
was
Hands down.
ridiculous. Yeah, even before the vessel came out, still landing all these crucial hook shots and just being there when the team needed them. Good cookie combination, another solid drive from Team Thailand will get them the 1-0 victory. We're going to be heading to a short break when we come back. Game 2, game number 4 in a row for Team Thailand. We'll see. Do you think they can make it 4 in a row, Winter?
Why not at this point? We are just looking too hot for everyone else.
I agree. We'll see here as we're going to be back with our 4th game of the day after a short break. We'll see you then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now live with Game 4 of the SEAEF Esports Federation Championship 2021. So you can Strike and Winter joining you on the broadcast today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as we now spectate Game 2 between Team Myanmar and Team Thailand. Team Thailand, they're hot, Winter. They're hot. 3 games in a row.
Was it 3 Lycan games in a row?
No, they did not take Lycan Game 2, as I recall.
So it was 2 games in a row.
Well,
but they play a very aggressive brand of Dota, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is very true. And they're opening up with a very similar and almost signature opening as we'll jump straight into our draft, which is now underway with this Snapfire Clockwork duo.
Oh, Spirit banned in the first phase. Was it banned as well, the last game?
I don't believe it was. I'm surprised to see that ban as well.
Dota right now, it just rewards the aggressor a lot. You have to play it in a way where even if you're trying to like hit a timing and you're trying to buy time for a certain core to come online, at the same time you need to be proactive on the map. You need to always be looking for stuff to do. You don't want to be sitting down just farming, just trying to avoid. Those kind of games are really, really hard to play, you know, as demonstrated in the previous game. They did, I felt like they did a good job the first like 15-20 minutes. They did okay, but it gets to a point where they went.
10 seconds
Sure, they went
remaining.
maybe a little too greedy. You could argue going for boots of travel, you know, on the Lina
5
instead of going
seconds
for maybe
remaining.
something more useful like a use or whatever, a BKB rush right away.
Yep.
Radiant
I get what you're
team
saying. I think what I liked
Dire
about Team
team
Myanmar
back.
in Game 1 was that you're right, maybe it was too greedy, but the play style made sense.
Yeah.
Right? There was an idea. It was we're going to have
Yeah,
this
correct.
Underlord to do this thing, and then we're going to farm on our range scores and have Underlord lock them
Mhm.
down in team fights, and hopefully that's good enough. Didn't work because the clockwork was insane.
Yeah, and probably because they tried to, they overly committed to
10
defend the
seconds
ancients. I
remaining.
felt like, sure, it sucks
Yes.
you have to give up. It was like, I think it was a 4-stack.
It was a
5
oh yeah,
seconds
Stack
yeah.
ancient, but I much rather give it up than, you know, feed away
Lose the
kills.
game. Yeah.
And at that point, you know, sometimes you just have to
Radiant
accept.
team back.
You have to back off. You have to, you know, you're already in this kind of position, right? Your draft does not fight well in the against the opponent's draft in the first 15-20 minutes. You have to accept it. Sure, it kind of sucks you lose the stack, but at the same time, when they're taking a stack, you can at least shove out 2 waves,
Exactly.
2 lanes.
Yeah.
seconds
You
remaining.
got to just cut your losses and see what else you can do in the time, because as soon as that opening kill
5
happened and the
seconds
relocate was
remaining.
out, it was kind of over. You could no longer defend.
Yeah,
that.
but actually going to this point where deciding to cut your losses is honestly, I felt like when I was playing in a team, it was not an easy thing to do.
Radiant team
It takes a lot of a trust and it takes a lot of coordination. You know, sometimes in teams that are less experienced or they are younger players, it's not easy in the heat of the moment when and the enemy is coming to take your 5 ancient stack and you have that clear mind to think that this is actually not that important for us. It's worse that if we try and contest and die because they are stronger than us. That's why they're coming in to steal our stack, and having that person in the team to be level-headed to decide it's okay, guys, you can
10
let them have it.
seconds remaining.
We'll shove out the 2 lanes, and it's better than us going there to feed. You know.
Yeah,
5
it's tough.
seconds remaining.
It's tough. We'll see how they're going to react to it. I think what I like this time around from Team Myanmar is they're looking as well to be able to put their foot on the gas a little bit and be the aggressor more, right? This Mars is, yes, someone that can clear lanes, but he's much more of an initiator, right? Being able to catch heroes, lock
Useful
them down.
hero, versatile hero.
Yeah, more versatile. Storm Spirit, of course, is great at jumping in and looking for kills. So I like this style a lot more from Team. Well, I'm liking the direction they're going in, especially after they lost Game 1 and Game 2 draft was, you know, could have been basically a carbon copy of Game 1 for Team Thailand. So I like that they're changing it up.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the most interesting part about the previous game's draft is, even though I didn't like the opening, but the idea, you know, having the idea, having the direction, they clearly knew what they were going into. They were ticking boxes, so you know, it felt like they were ticking boxes along the way, and it's a good sign, you know, for any team.
Yeah, I also like this Lion pick a lot more than the Bane. Lion, you know, at least he's a hero where if he's getting gone on, he still throws out his spells, and his spells are still impactful. Whereas with a Bane, you know, he throws a Nightmare, and that's it. He can't Fiend Script. There's no points. He would just die immediately.
Yeah, but for the Bane, you have to also understand Bane has another value to the. He adds another value to the game. He's very strong in the lane. Lion is not as strong as Bane in the
10
laning phase.
seconds
Like when you have a carry that's really reliant on the support, like Morphling, you
5
really prefer
seconds
to have a
remaining.
Bane rather than a Lion on the lane. And we see here Thailand team going for the Medusa. Very, very tanky frontline. Heroes that Storm Spirit don't like to face against. Very, very hard to kill heroes. He wants to go for the squishy heroes, punish your backline, get those easy kills, you know, and snowball of it.
Radiant
And
team
Medusa is like, he's like a similar way of playing the game like
Dire
a
team
Lycan
back.
DK. You ball in together, you push towers.
Yeah, Medusa, you know, you pick it into, you know, Faceless Voids, you pick it into Enigmas, right, for its ability to withstand just a lot of damage. And Storm
Mhm.
Spirit, not going to really be enjoying that. We do at least have a Mana Drain to perhaps assist. I mean, it's something to bring up because it's pure damage. That's essentially doing pure damage to Medusa.
Okay, sure.
So, you know, who knows? Maybe that'll make a difference. But
And you get your shard, right?
You
Then your,
get your
your
shard.
BKB, nobody can touch you,
nobody
right?
can touch
The
you
clock-
except for Cloud.
The Clockwork has to save his ultimate just for the Lion Mana Drain.
It's too much. He's mana draining 3 targets. What do? We have no mana. You remember when Lion had all those mana drain talents as well?
Well, let's not go there.
Plus 10 mana drain per second was so bad. Okay, last
10
couple bans here.
seconds
Tide
remaining.
Hunter, AM band, PL band. Of course, protecting the Medusa here for Team Thailand is the name of the
5
game.
seconds
And
remaining.
just looks like they're removing a bit more team fight out from Team Myanmar.
Yeah, mana drain heroes against Medusa. There's still Slug is still pretty good against Dusa, but I don't see that hero anywhere much. I would like to see the hero. He's like too weak, you know. But now with the Silver Age, the Shadow Blade Silver Age buff, maybe. But I haven't really seen much of that hero too. He used to be good against Medusa.
I wouldn't mind seeing it, to be honest, this game. I mean, you dispel Searing Chains, Clockwork may be a little bit of an issue.
He's just great against all the whatever the Team Thailand team has right now. The first 4 picks, he's just great.
But it's scary, right? Because Team Thailand have last pick, and you can crush Slug in lane pretty well.
I mean, what can you do, you know? This is just the pick order.
Ah,
you have to pick what's best for you here and worry about other stuff later. I mean, they already banned out the Tide and the Doom. I mean, I guess they're not going Slug then, because Slug is good against these 2 heroes.
No, back to the Morphling. Not what I expected.
I mean, he's okay. I wouldn't say he's bad against Dusa. You can hit your timings with the E-Blade. You can defend the early pushes.
I just think you go Darkseer again, to be honest. I think you have the same lane with a weaker lane support.
Yeah, the lane's really weak. Morphling plus IO or Morphling Lion.
Yeah, it's you know, it's someone who can push waves, make a ton of space for Medusa. You can
goes well with the Ember Spirit too. Iron Shell and Ember.
You can vacuum Storm Spirit out of Ball Lightning, which I always say, and sometimes it happens. It happened to Dendy, so it can happen to anyone then.
Yeah, it can definitely happen.
You have, of course, Clockwork combo to work with again. I don't know. I think it's just safe pick for me.
Seems logical.
Yeah.
Why not? Night Stalker. Night Stalker is great against all this backliners. Lion, IO. Less stable than the Darkseer, but it does have its merits here. It's also very good against the arena because you can fly out of it. And the silence is just overall useful against all the heroes.
Yeah, and the vision on Dark Ascension is ridiculous. You get BKB on this Masaros hero.
This pick is like, you feel like if you can get away with the lane, because the issue with Night Stalker is always you have a very weak and shitty laning phase, and if you get bullied too much, the hero doesn't feel like a hero. But in this case, like we mentioned, it's either going to be Lion Morphling, IO Morphling. The lane is not going to be that strong, you know. That's probably what they were considering, and so they, instead of going for the more stable Darkseer, safer pick, they are going for a more risky hero here.
Yeah, I see that for sure.
Maybe in a higher stakes game, we might not see this, but because they probably feel like, okay, maybe we can play much better than them. We can get away with a little bit of a greedier pick.
No, I agree. I mean, you know, like I was saying, you get Blink BKB on this hero, and Lion and Wisp don't do a darn thing to you. Storm as well is actually threatened by you as well. This is a hero that can very easily go for a vessel.
He forces everyone else to get a BKB.
Small change, though, is as Team Thailand have decided to swap the support. Same support duo, but it's Boom Bell this time on the Clockwork and Q on the Snapfire. Just a little.
So I guess that means the Snap is laning with... it makes more sense. The Snap is laning with the Stalker. If it's Clockwork, Night Stalker, lane might be too weak. Clockwork's laning with... who is the other hero?
Medusa.
Oh, Medusa, yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You need you want a body in the lane for the Medusa to farm, to soak damage. You know, just spam healing salves. Okay, I have a salve. I tank for you. Okay, buy another salve. You know, that's your life. I mean, literally, you go to the lane, they harass you. Your Medusa farms. You buy another salve. Every time you just quick buy the salve.
Yeah.
Okay, you use the salve. You start a salve. You go level 1. You're probably gonna use one salve.
Yeah.
They stun you. You eat all the spells. You go body block, or you take damage when you're body blocking the medium camp. And then you pop your salve, and you have another salve coming.
Yeah, the courier is just always running salves from base to Clockwork.
Yeah, sometimes people just underestimate, you know, these courier snipes, because it actually changes the way how you can play the game. Because when your courier dies, you actually can't do that because you don't have a salve. Apart from, you know, just killing yourself. Sometimes it's okay to die, you know, when you're doing that, but sometimes it's not.
They're gonna scout this Night Stalker. He's trying to
night vision.
He's trying to poke. Yeah, he's trying to poke for the sword. Of course, Night Stalker, 1800 night vision compared to the normal 900 at night. There's a couple other heroes that do that. Luna, I think Slardar and Slark both have perfect vision at day and night.
Enchantress is better like day vision, right?
I don't know.
No.
You might be right about that. I thought everyone. I don't think anyone had better day vision. I always thought people just had bad night vision, or good night vision. Yeah, usually this level
It's
1
not
passive doesn't
fair.
make much of a difference.
Richie, how is it not fair again? Again!
Hold on. now you made me curious. Let's see here.
Someone's dying. Richie, someone's dying. Someone's dying.
Don't troll me like that. Well, he's just going right on in. Oh, they missed him with the God's Rebuke, so we'll go and collect that rune real quick. Should be maybe 3 for 2 here, as he's going all in here just for some extra damage.
Yeah, the clock even starts. He started with 2 sentries. So he just wants to make sure. Oh, they're doing this again. They're blocking the small camp, and he's going to save the other sentry for the lane. To block, probably either block or deward.
I kind of like that. I like that move.
Who was it that I think started with this? It was T1. I think they were one of the few pioneers that started out with supports buying a lot of sentries in the beginning of the laning phase, because how important it is to either to use it to deward or to block off the enemy camp.
You know who I saw it from, mostly because I wasn't watching a lot of SEAEF Dota during the DPC seasons, would have been Immortal Faith's team. What was it? They're no longer a team anymore. They had Kazu, they had Celery, Viking GG.
Yeah.
I always saw them do this a ton, especially when it was City Kill
someone's
top
dead.
lane. Yeah,
Someone's dead.
especially when it was like TA and Lina mid every single game, and they would just farm stacks. Oh, he's gonna live. I mean, maybe it's better to keep him alive. He's almost out of regen, and he has to use a salve on himself.
That's why buy salve. You know, salve is a very important item
More
for
regen
the
on way.
past 5 in the laning phase. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes, you know, I see people, they get greedy. You know, they go for more stats. But overall, I feel like having the salve really just helps a lot in the laning phase.
I agree. I've been buying a lot of salves. I always go for these iron branches, though.
You're a
especially-
salve guy. I expect you to be the greedier. I want more stats.
No,
guy,
no.
right?
I usually don't leave my base with only
Fairy fire. Gotta have that fairy fire
That's
at level
big
1.
miss from Q there, to be honest. Reveals the Scatterblast level 1 and did not collect the last hit on the range creep. Got denied even.
So interesting to see that he switched up his skill build. Like the previous games, we saw mostly, I think, the Shredder for the laning phase. I think when you have a stronger laning partner, like you have a stronger lane duo, it's good to do that. But if you have a weaker laning setup, you want, like you said, you want to have the Scatterblast to secure at least the range creep, or even just do some damage. You know, harass and trade, or push out the wave. Sometimes you need to push out the wave to pull the camp. You know, so it's more useful to get the Scatterblast. But when you have a dominant laning partner, then probably you want to go for more kill potential with the Shredder.
Yep, I'd agree. Especially something that synergizes like more slows and more minus armor on a gush.
THAI is the easiest example.
That was the example I was going to go to as well, because it's exactly that. It's an easy one. So
Is it just mainly Tide? Is there no other hero?
See it with Tide. I would probably want to go Scatterblast as well with a Darkseer, even though it's kind of a weird
How
lane.
about Slada, if you're laning with a Slada?
I feel like I'd want to go Scatterblast as well, because then you can probably proc a second Bash at the Deep with the slow. Cookie stun, Bash at the Deep, Scatterblast slow, another Bash at the Deep. Right?
In your dreams,
Bash
you
of
get
the
so
deep.
many right clicks off.
You have to space them, you know? Because you don't start with 3, you start with 2, so you cookie stun, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 Bash, 1, 2, Scatterblast slow.
Yeah, this
Guardian
is like
sprint.
like dream scenario, like the enemy support does not exist in the lane, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that guy's like AFKing.
Well, it's you with all your 6 healing salves. And with those stats, you can't fight. You don't do anything.
You know, back then there was a time where you would start out with all those branches. Oh, I miss those
GG
days.
branches?
Yeah. Nowadays you don't see it so much. I remember the carries would always buy like 5 branches and 2 sets. The starting items would be 2 sets of tangos and 5 branches, or 4 or 5 branches.
How much? Oh, big disconnects. How much did tangos give you? How many stacks of tangos did you get? 4 back then?
I think it was. Can't remember. It might be 3. So you end up you have 6 in total.
Was it 3? I remember it was 4 for the longest
So
time.
8. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. It was 8 tangos and 5 stats plus 5. You would probably do it on heroes like Medusa. Who else? I think it was Drow Ranger as well. You did that.
Probably a morph.
Maybe. Can't remember, but all those range carries, you would do that.
Yeah, that's wild. I think my probably least favorite actually patch of Dota 2 was when Envy figured out that rings were busted, and no matter what player he was, no matter what
Ring
hero,
of Regen? Ring of Health, Ring of Regen, right?
It was Ring of Tarrasque at first. Remember that thing?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, Centaur. That patch was Centaur. Every game the Centaur was like so fat because of their item. You can't touch him.
No, you could not.
They start out with 0 items. They buy a ring from the side shop. I think it was the side shop.
Secret shop.
Secret shop.
Yeah.
And
Side
then
shop
and then you can't do anything to him already in the lane. He just AFK in front of you. No, you don't start with no items. I think you started with
started
ring
with
of protection.
you started
with protection.
Maybe. Okay.
No, I think it was protection. You start out. It was so busted. You start out with like the armor item. I think it was 2 of them you buy, and then you just save some money, and then you get the ring of turrets, and then GG. The lane is over. They can't do anything to you. Literally GG. You just stand in front and they can't do anything.
Envy would, after the ring got removed, he refused to back down from the ring meta, and he would buy 2 Ring of Regens.
One ring
and
to rule them all.
Yeah, well, 2 rings in this case. As there's the G's. Hopefully we're good to go. This should be, I don't know, actually, Fairy Fire and 5 stick charges. Yeah, Q's going to make it out of here, actually. Was a little bit of a spooky time for sure. Let's back into it. Hopefully the internet's settling here for the YG players.
Would you ever say their full team name? Yangon Galacticos.
Yangon Galacticos.
Oh, my rune. Oh no.
It's okay.
Storm has no
yeah.
rune.
Storm has no rune. You're absolutely
Where is
right.
my pos 5 TP?
It's got too many cells. Too many cells.
Look, sometimes you actually have to do that, you know, if your mid laner just doesn't get the rune.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's actually that bad. Some matchups.
What do you think about this one? Storm versus Ember?
This is fine. Storm should be okay. But he has no regen right now. Is he sending something out? Oh, just a stick. Oh dear, this is no good.
Uh-oh, he might be
I
dead.
think he's gonna. Would you rather die here? Nah, it's first blood. No. But it's like you can't do anything in the lane.
I mean, he just has no regen. No.
Yeah, you can't do anything in the lane. But you don't really want to give the first blood. It's too much gold.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the water rune. You might just end up giving it anyway. Here's the difference.
Yeah, when the spell cooldowns are up.
You've got, what, maybe 300 HP to use now if you need it?
I mean, if you're the Emma, do you actually even want to kill him? Like, you probably, like, you're okay, you know, you leave him there. He doesn't know what to do. You kill him only if it's convenient.
Look at this, actually.
He's in trouble. Where's my support TP mate? Refill bottle. Okay.
There it is. Oh, it's a Wisp. He's not going to refill the bottle. He didn't come from Fountain either, but there's going to be the...
This is the right move.
Yeah.
As funny as it seems, but it is the right move.
Why did Wisp... Oh, he put the... Okay.
Yeah, that's why there's so much emphasis in the game to control the runes. This is what could happen, you know. If you don't control the runes as support, you still have to go mid to help one way or the other.
I think it had to be the Wisp to rotate there as well, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if you leave Masaros up here alone with the Snapfire, they actually have a lot of kill potential versus this Morphling. Even early, I think, with level 2 Void and what's the build here? Scatterblast? Yeah, Scatterblast Cookie.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. See Lion at least.
Yep.
Not doing...
Runes up soon. Let's see if Storm gets the rune this time. If he doesn't get the rune, he's pretty much GG.
He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it, actually.
Oh, no, not again?
Yeah, he's going to lose out on the top one.
Who's not going to the rune to control?
Lion.
Was Lion?
I don't know.
I mean, this is the thing, like you mentioned as well, because you have Morphing. He's so dependent on you, on the support being on the lane. Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like this is more important than the carries game. The mid laner, top lane.
Hit a TP. Yeah, top, they're going. No, they're going to be a little hard pressed. In fact, they might just turn. Lion. No cookie inside.
Creep.
They're going to try onto the creep. It's going to catch at least the line, forcing out the Fairy Fire. He's got a healing salve, and we'll pop that. Oh, Q thought about releasing the Scatter Blast, but he'll think better of it. Instead, First Blood is down bottom, Winter. So it's going to be onto the Medusa.
That was my bad. I led you up the top lane.
He did.
I'll take the blade.
You did.
I'm so sorry. I'll buy you dinner.
Well, this is now the Morbid Mask done for Morphling. There's infused raindrops on the way. It's about to be first nighttime 202 build right now on our Night Stalker. So this is, I think, where the lane gets especially scary here for Morphling. I don't think you're, really afraid you're going to die, but you can't really play too aggressively anymore. Not like he was in this lane anyway, but it does get a little spooky.
He's level 5. I mean, he should be able to lane easily.
They might actually have him here. Oh, it's close. He's going to live thanks to the Fairy Fire. Ember Spirit staying alive. They fortified the creep wave. I wasn't sure what that was about. And It was for this aggressive play. The rotation from the Wisp allowed an extra auto attack to come through from Young PH, and now they're looking for revenge. Here's going to be Boombell coming from behind.
Oh,
They
level
did
5
TP him
Storm.
away. Storm not quite up to level 6 yet, as Ember has returned from the fountain with some regen for the kill.
You know who I would blame there? The IO took XP from the start.
Yeah, look how close he is.
He literally took.
Yeah, you're right. He's close. He is close. A little bit of a zip zap, and he's out of it. I mean, he's got full mana, basically. As they might have another one now. Searing Chains into the battery assault means that this should be a fairly easy kill onto the line. They did Remnant Bomb for that, though. Young PH is about to hit level 6 here. Careful mid, though, because there's an Invis Snapfire. Level 6 now. It has been achieved thanks to killing that one melee creep, and they're going to back off for now.
So Radiant has so far controlled every single rune. We actually need a rune counter. The runes are a very important part of the early game. Sometimes it's not highlighted enough, you know, like how much controlling rune would dictate the game. It's an underrated aspect of the game sometimes.
Oh, I agree. I agree. That's something that I need to do better in my games. I'm very bad at letting the runes just kind of go.
Okay, I'll ask you a question. Would you rather stack a camp
Stack.
or
Stack for sure. I mean, you know what I'd like to say I do all the time is I would do what Q is doing, except I would stack this camp and pull it this way and control the rune, right? That's the one
Okay,
thing.
I give you a pass for that. I'll give you a pass.
Sometimes you're too late though, because you don't have boots, because you're a support.
No, I would say that you're only too late because you didn't prioritize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to look at all the the pro supports, you know, how they move around the map. Sometimes you think in a game, oh, it's too hard. It's hard only because you didn't think about it, you didn't prioritize it. But if you prioritize it, then it becomes easier, a lot easier.
This Clockwork pick is so good versus a Mars as well, because you can hook shot into arena and put down your cogs, and it's kind of impossible
Yeah,
to
how
land.
is that actually fair? Why can you actually go through the...
I mean, Pudge can hook people out of the arena as well. Marcy can pull them out as well.
Okay, Marcy is totally bullshit. let's
Mid lane.
not go there.
They're going to go. There's a Hex and an Earth Spike to follow suit. He's tanking tier 1 tower hits as well. Does get out the Remnant, and he's off and away. Storm, though, gives chase in the river and has enough damage with a second Overlord proc. They've also found a Boombell down bottom. Masaros, though, TPing on in, will be able to claim revenge. He's got level 7 and the Soul Ring, so no points into the... Oh, well, the arena was already used anyhow, as they will find the Lion mid lane.
Oh, does he care though? He can fly out of the arena. But so after that, it was a 1-for-2 exchange. Ember going down for the IO and the Lion. I guess it's a... You might be a little bit happier if you're Dire getting the Ember kill there. Morph is gonna be huge this game.
He's farming.
And he comes online faster than the Medusa.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, many heroes come online faster than Medusa. I think she's one of
Okay, that was a bad example.
But I mean, functionally, you are completely correct. As they're going to be smoking, trying to catch up to this Mars. Only level 4 though.
Oh,
Soul
no.
Ring active. They're looking to close the gap. Dark Ascension used. There is no spear. The God's Rebuke has whiffed. That's going to allow Fearless to jump in, well, without fear, and chop down the life of Mars. There's also a 3-man smoke though, courtesy of Team Myanmar. So they will find themselves a bounty rune. Free rune now for the Storm. Scouting a stack. Dusa might walk right into this one. Farming the small camp in the meantime. The zip is a little off the mark. TP's not coming into the mid lane. And with the control, they easily have a kill here onto the hard carry.
This all happened because of the ward there. But on second thought, it actually was quite obvious when they killed the bot lane and no one was there, you know? Like something should be going on.
Yeah, there should be some reaction, right? Top was always pushing in anyway. This is why we have Snapfire to defend. What's going on? Oh, cutting a wave. Interesting.
Yeah, you're Storm.
Not sure.
Nobody can touch you now. Night Stalker has no ulti.
Another bounty is certainly nice.
They're playing very, very aggressive here. They know Night Stalker has no ulti, that's why they can play like this.
They're looking to maybe contest this small little stack as well. It's a lot of money here, income for the Dusa. Nice fancy footwork though by Masros, as there's 2 trapped inside
Burn
the
in my
cogs.
cage!
Yeah, the oven being set up and knocking them straight down. That is going to be enough to repel the invaders, and certainly there's going to be a D-ward coming. Look at what Q is building, by the way. First item on Snapfire. I haven't seen this one for a while.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is it for the save?
I think it is, I want to say.
Or it's for just throwing the teammate you hate the most into battle.
Radiant's bottom
That's always the question, isn't it? Burn in my... I mean, it's going to allow Clockwork, you know, to get that initial jump in and then potentially look for a better target. I mean, I like it, though, right? Because you have Rocket Flare into what is it, Gobble Up into another hook shot. It's just too much damage, too much control. My goodness, this Ember Spirit kind of underestimating the amount of damage that you do with this overload. Another Remnant plays down. He missed uphill, but he's still going to end up going down.
IO Storm, baby. IO Storm.
It's pretty good. Boom Bell now, I think he's going to get to experience it firsthand as there's that last bottle sip being used. Vortex is going to be canceled, but they did have at least the Mars in waiting to make sure that they could follow up on the kill. And that might be enough space for this tier 1 tower to drop.
Yeah. Look at this. The Master's Dagger right now.
This might be another kill. There's actually another overcharge here ready to go. And in fact, the arena on top. Stone Gaze not leveled. Stick Chargers not used in time, but they're looking to turn here as Team Thailand now reinforcing in depth. But the relocate has gotten the Storm out of harm's way. So at best, it's just going to be the Mars and the Wisp here in exchange for, I think, 3 kills here.
Yeah, this last pick is not working out.
Storm, he might even go back in. He's TP'd himself to the mid tower, taking a lot of damage though as he eats that big level 4 scatter blast. Down goes the Wisp, but there's going to be no further catch here, thanks to the fact that we did use that hook shot earlier to try and escape.
Yeah, a lot of this game is different because of the last pick, the Night Stalker. It doesn't allow Team Thailand to have that similar play style because they were able to shove the lanes and pressure the off lane and get the tier 1. The enemy safely in tier 1 early, but this Night Stalker pick is just not working for him because the laning phase it's not the same. You know, you're weaker in the lane. That's why the carry doesn't feel like he has the same amount of space to farm, the luxury he had in previous games.
And I think that's actually why probably Q decided to go for this build, right? The Scatter Blast build, because then at least you can clear waves. Night Stalker can't really do that during the day, not without an Ags. And, well, obviously that's not going to be coming anytime soon for him. There's the Storm zipping underneath the tier 2 tower. Vortex will catch him. KMP at the ready. Does activate the ulti this time. 3 heroes behind the tier 1 towers. They lock down the Ember Spirit. He's up next. Earthspike will find him. It's the hookshot only catching the Wisp here. And Storm, in fact, jumping right back into this oven. KMP trying to get some damage in, but just doesn't have enough stats. They'll at least finally get one. There's a Blink Arena at the ready now. Will they go up to the tier 3 for this? They will, and it's blocking the tower shots as well, but they're not confident enough. Not with the respawning Night Stalker, and they will be forced to back up. 3-for-1 trade.
The Night Stalker is a creep right now. He doesn't have ulti, and it's daytime.
That's true. They got scared. I mean, he's almost got BKB up, though. Pretty much only BKB, but I think that's kind of all he needs. And in fact, I don't think he can afford to go for the Blink Dagger because outside of his ulti cooldown, he is just a creep, as you say.
Okay, so what do they have to do right now? They have to make sure that he gets... I don't even think they can wait for the BKB to finish, you know. There's just too much pressure on the map. Next ulti in 20 seconds, they have to try to figure out what can they do with this. Preferably, they can open the top part of the map, do a smoke, kill somebody, take the tier 1 top. But if they can't really do that, Dusa is going to struggle, you know, in terms of how much net worth you can amass. They have to go top.
Oh, hook shot, caught the Wisp in the back lines. Kiss is now coming on down, and they will be able to stop him from relocating away, leaving our Storm in a bit of a rough spot. He's still trying to get this kill into the Clockwork as in comes the Night Stalker now to provide a vision for anyone looking to try and save him. Remnant's back, but he's away.
That was
Did
very,
not
very
find him in
nice.
time.
That was huge. They made the Night Stalker pop its ultimate, so they didn't really lose anyone important. Just, okay, wait, one more. Here, Lion's gonna be the next casualty.
Yes, he is, and he's going to go down to the
Didn't
Ember.
they get out? I was surprised that someone else went in there. So they lost 2 supports for the Night Stalker ulti. Can they defend the tower?
Doesn't look like they can now. Storm without a TP would have to zip all the way up there. Morphlane, I think, is a little bit too weak without a support to land a disable.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's 15 minutes, you know. It's already a very good timing to lose this tier 1. It's such a... It took them so long to kill the tower.
They might try. Arena only finds the Night Stalker. Storm zipping in as well. Will secure the kill. Medusa's here to fight, though. And the Clockwork, without an ultimate ready to go, is going to be easy pickings here. Young PH with 2 kills. So they might chase for more, but the TPs will come through in time.
Yeah, very nicely done by YG, realizing that the Night Stalker doesn't have ultimate anymore. It's not that useful. And then try to punish them when they're taking the tower. Even though they lost the tower, but they got 2 really good kills there. Storm is going to finish his Bloodstone soon.
Yeah, and this Ag Scepter is actually just about to be finished for Snapfire. Do you see this making any of a difference here, Winter? Or I mean, what's it for? Do you think it's for the save or to help with the initiation? I guess.
Maybe the save is useful, but when you don't have a blink, sometimes it's hard to get in position to even save your teammate.
Nice dodge. Hook shot is ready. They're going to let it rip.
Yes, Manta.
And he does have Manta, as well as Strength Gain, both ready to go. He's going to cookie himself out. Silenced up. Morphs on back to regular form, but still, there's too much damage for him. He's going to drop.
That's a huge blunder. He was way too greedy there. He went so far.
Just wasn't
Like,
expecting.
no one was on the map. Like, mid lane is all push up. There's no excuse for you to die like this as a carry.
Radiant's middle
2,600
tower is
damage, but
under
they do get it done eventually. And the DD rune now spawning for the Ember Spirit. That'll be Gobble Up Axe on its way to the courier now.
You know, I think that if I'm the Snapfire, the way I'm going to use the Gobble Up mostly is going to be offensively. You know, I'm going to throw this BKB Night Stalker in.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, especially because it didn't have Blink Dagger.
I wouldn't be saving it for, you know, when my Dusa's going to die, I'm going to gobble him out and save
There
him.
it goes. I think that's a Clockwork inside. Kisses. Perfectly connecting for the first one.
There you
Cogs
go.
ready to go, and he's going to be locked inside and killed off. That's the reveal. I think they'd like to try and get a tier 1 tower maybe on the back of this. We have Dark Ascension, and it's nighttime for 3 more minutes, but I don't know. This Mars is also pretty strong with this Blink Arena. Level 2 now.
I prefer way they can wait for the Night Stalker to finish his BKB.
On that BKB, he's pretty close. Oh, they're going to look for an opportunistic jump, though. Storm made a
Relocate.
mistake. He's been caught. Relocate, ready to go, and they are going to end up reloading the... No, not reloading the Storm in. Clockwork still alive inside of the Arena of Blood as Morphling now joining the fight will nuke him down. Storm jumping in on onto the Ember Spirit, who's been caught this time. Lion Finger and a big nuke damage here from the Ball Lightning will finish him off. They'll lose the Mars in the meantime, but a great fight then for Myanmar.
Yeah, that was a really nice Gobble Up, sniping the Mars there. Making sure that they at least get a kill out of that. But overall, game's not going so well for the Radiant team. Dusa is still relatively farmed, I would say, despite what, 3 deaths. All in all, things could be better for her, but you know, it is what it is. That's why you don't see so much Night Stalker. Night Stalker, he has a lot of like weaknesses. Long downtime, he can't fight a lot. Even though it's night, but you don't have ulti. But the ulti is the main thing, you know. Even if it's at night, but you don't have ulti, it doesn't feel like you can fight.
Yep. Yeah, and if not just for the mobility, I think it's a lot for the vision it gives your team. That's just so much confidence.
And the damage, though. It deals so much damage with the ulti.
That's a good point. Bonus damage 50 casualty per hit with this attack speed. That'll add up real quick. Nice save there by the Wisp, just giving enough mana back to the Storm to make sure you can actually rejoin that fight. Make sure that they can get a quick pick off there onto the Ember Spirit, who I think dodged the Arena of Blood and was probably feeling pretty confident there, but quickly was shut down by the Lion Disables. And it looks like for now they're just going to kind of leave the Storm and the Mars in charge of initiating. Lion just going for the Force Staff for himself, of course, to save him from a Night Stalker. Is maybe going to allow him to actually get a couple of spells off in these fights.
Yeah, and the Clockwork.
And the Clockwork. Good point.
Just a very good item this game.
And Clockwork, speaking of which, I think last time this Clockwork, although I think this is a position 5 clock, last time it was a position 4 Clockwork. Still not.
Position 5 clock you should get. Sometimes it's good to get the shark to fly around the jetpack.
Well, he needs a Vessel, doesn't he, first, versus this Morphling?
Yeah.
And another Wisp game.
It kind of sucks to have to buy a Vessel when you're pos 5.
That's what I was about to say.
I'll tell you that.
Just doesn't have a lot of time and space to farm, not a lot of money.
And sometimes when you get it, it feels like it doesn't really affect the game that much anymore. Because it's going to be late unless you're having a dream of a game. You know?
Well, yeah, and then already with a Manta style, right? This Morphling might not even care last game.
I would rather have maybe even a Ghost Scepter sometimes to save yourself, or even a 4-star.
Let's talk about that, because last time it wasn't the Manta style. I thought it would be the Manta, but instead Morphling decided to go for the Sanjin Yasha. Do you think that's an adjustment, a deliberate adjustment in this game, or do you think it's just the better item this game, simply put? Because it's not a whole lot different.
I don't think I really like the Manta here.
Okay.
It's just for the chains. I probably much prefer SNY against the Night Stalker. You can run away, you have more move speed. I don't know. I just feel like I don't really like Manta as much. I mean, the only real game I would consider really getting a Manta is like if I'm playing against a Global Silence.
Okay. Yeah, I see that one for sure. 4-man smoke now from Team Thailand as they will head across the river, seemingly into the enemy triangle where there are enemies currently moving towards. That's BKB freshly delivered. A fresh 9-second BKB is Younger PH going to break the smoke. Hookshot is going to whiff though. Doesn't catch either. There's the gobble up. Oh, actually does catch the wisp before he completed that tether. Morphlane continuing to farm up a stack, but right now Myanmar holding the high ground here. No BKB, but a Bloodstone, a fresh Bloodstone with 14 charges available for the Storm Spirit, thinking about making this jump in, but will decide against it. All right, there's going to be the Hex to open things up here. They're probably fine with losing the line, but he's got a Force Staff to help himself a little bit more. Masaro's juking that stun as in comes now the Storm from long range. BKB's active, though. Boombell putting up the cogs a bit too late. It's going to still save the Medusa regardless, as he's going to be turned to stone and eaten alive here by the Night Stalker. Also stunned up is going to be the Storm Spirit as they try and focus down onto this Ember onto the back lines. He will be caught by his own remnants, or by his own... Oh, wow, the kisses are perfect onto 2. Storm could not escape either with the Ball Lightning level 2. He's caught with the Battery Assault in between. Morphlane now continuing to run. Here's a Hookshot freshly available. They just need the vision with Rocket Flare still available. Will they decide to go for it? No. They're going to let him get back onto the high ground, but what a gobble up right there out from the Snapfire. It felt like it paid for itself with that little play.
Yeah, but still it's rather strange that they decided they wanted to fight after the Lion died. Even though they had the Mars ulti, they have, they basically had everything up. But Lion is like a very key part of the draft, He's the main disable. He's the main, he does a lot of damage with his ultimate. And taking the fight there without him, not very good for them.
Morphlane actually might be in trouble. They're going to catch him with the
help,
gobble
right?
up.
He has Manta.
And nicely done.
Like,
big kill.
What does the Manta do? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's a big kill. That's a big kill. And now that's Vessel on the way. Storm trying to catch up to the Night Stalker, but he still has his BKB active. He's going to have to use his 8-second charge here, but saw that one coming from a mile away, and he'll see any attempt to blink initiate with Mars as well, thanks to this daytime or nighttime vision, pardon me.
Yep, the Night Stalker's going to get his dagger in a bit. That's going to change the face of the fights a lot. He's going to be able to kill... I feel like he has just one job. If he takes out the Io or even the Lion, the fight's going to be really easy for them. He just needs to find them. I mean, if he's lucky, he can silence them off. If they can kill them off, that would be useful too. But otherwise, his main objective in the fights is to catch the Lion and the Io.
Just looking to shut down these supports and give your Ember a little bit more confidence in these fights, right? Making sure he doesn't have to worry about the Hex coming through.
Yeah, and also the save. The Io can keep the morphing up alive a long time. Basically, in the fights, whoever gets the opposing supports first, they are going to be in a very advantageous position in the fights.
This Snapfire is actually coming along quite nicely too, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing so much in the last couple of fights. This Gobble Up and her ultimate, they did so much in the fights. The Mars has the same job. He needs to find either the clock or preferably the Snapfire, because the Snapfire is doing way more than the clock now.
Myanmar, they're going to venture out beyond their own ward, right underneath an observer for Team Thailand.
For Roche?
Roche starting up casually. That's going to be Lion already down to start off this fight as they're going to make a jump onto the Snapfire, but there's going to be the point-blank Scatter Blast for the stun. Now, she's going to get jumped herself, and without any backup, she'll fall quickly. They're going to take down that ward and move on to now the Clockwork, who was trying to sneak around from behind, I think, just caught on the wrong side of that fight. He will be the second to go, and without buyback on either of these supports, I think they're going to go for Roche.
Right?
Do we have? I don't think we have any minus armor, though. It's really good, just going to be God's Rebuke.
I mean, it's morphing.
Yeah, true.
That's fast. Still is fast. Nice Stalker. Does he have ulti? Yeah, he has. Maybe they can try to do something here. Yes,
BKB, it's going to have to be soon. Already at half HP. That Dragon Scale helping out a little bit. As in goes Ember, just to scout the current HP values. Now they're going to have permanent vision thanks to the Dark Ascension. Ember ready to go on in. BKB active by Lod. As they're going to look to try and turn. As there is Roche going down quickly, not quickly enough. Big silence. Ember's into the pit, and it's going to be the Ember grabbing the Aegis. BKB active now from Masaros as he's jumping onto the Wisp, trying to make sure there's no save, no reload out. He's still alive, but taken down. KMP singing in the river will be able to turn the Mars to stone and finish him off himself. There's going to be now Ember dropping with the Aegis. This is a fancy little sleight of fist to dodge the cookie stun, but Ember respawning is going to be assisted by the gobble up of the Deuce, putting her in position, forcing the save from the Wisp. And a big fight in the Roche Pit there for Team Thailand as they're going to be set to get a dieback onto our Wisp here on top of the Aegis.
Yeah, that was a huge miscommunication there. I think it was the right idea for the Mars.
What? This seems a bit risky. Hook shot is going to luckily not catch anyone important there, just connecting onto the Ember Spirits, but that could have been very, very risky there for Team Myanmar.
I think it was the right play for the Mars. His teammates just didn't get what he was trying to do. He wanted to put up the arena and finish the rush, because the Morphling actually waveformed out when he casted the arena.
It's a bit difficult though, right? Because with the free path in on Night Stalker, Ember of course doesn't really care about arena walls. Gobble up. That's going to be a lot of damage. Force staff in, but into the silence. Bloodstone heal is not enough. Clockwork might be finished off in return for this, but it's a bigger kill onto the Storm Spirit as he's dead for 50 seconds.
I mean, the game has gone south so quickly for them.
Middle tower is under attack.
And there's going to be another kill onto the Lion. Quick little blink on in will finish him off there. This blink dagger on Night Stalker, it feels like he's really fully online now just with this BKB blink alone. And of course playing around the ultimate.
What a bounty!
Oh man, I also think now with IF Scotty finished up, right? Vessel and now Scotty to reduce the healing of this Morph and Willow, Morph and Wisp, pardon me.
No, he has a Manta. Whoops, doesn't work.
No, doesn't work. Does not work. And Morphling, to me, Winter, it feels like he's been forced to join these fights, and he hasn't really been farming all that much in the past 4 minutes, I want to say.
I felt like they were supposed to win the fights if they played their cards correctly. They just didn't really execute. They were strong enough. Despite the item choices that I didn't really felt was appropriate.
What a time to DC. I don't think they... Oh, they do see him.
Is that a sentry for them?
Yeah, it's a
Dire
sentry. Yeah, they see him. They see him. Can they react in time, though? Probably yes.
The game is paused. What do you think, bro?
I don't know. It'll be a little close. Clockwork as well. He's got a good line here. There are illusions, though. The Manta illusions are in the way. He doesn't have Manta here.
Are you willing to wager your dinner that they can't see him?
No, they see him. Look. Are you ready? Look, watch this production magic. Look at our monitor on the right there.
Okay.
Dire vision right there.
So smart.
So smart. Radiant vision. They don't even see him, I think.
See, the Night Stalker doesn't see him.
I don't know. This is a glitch, spectator glitch. He's going to see the Manta illusion. We'll see what he jumps first. How can they see him, though? Oh, right, because he's Night Stalker. That's why. He doesn't see that far in the day.
He's a bat.
Look, it does make a difference.
He is a bat.
He needs to scream, echolocation, you know?
No, he needs a moonshot. Oh, wait, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's nighttime vision, isn't it, on Moonshard?
200, yeah.
Well, it's more if you hold it. Yeah, 400. Look at that. Then you can see forever. I always forget about that night vision talent on Moonshard.
So if you're Winter Wyvern, you get Moonshot. Do you have Night Stalker vision?
Actually, I think you might.
With Arctic Burn?
I actually think you might. Well, because what is Night Stalker vision with his ulti active?
1800, is it?
No, but that's no without ulti.
Oh, with ulti it's probably like what 2k plus. It's because it's flying vision.
Yeah. I mean, it's way over 2k for sure.
Richie the detective.
I am a detective now. I'm curious. Where does it say?
I don't think it says.
Is it really that? Is it that far? You see 1800 has unobstructed vision. I guess it's just 1800, huh? I thought for sure he saw way further.
Yeah, with a moonshot.
with a moonshard. Yeah, you're right. Maybe moonshard is the next meta. You just see forever. And then what is it on Arctic Burn?
With talent, Arctic Burn, then you get the talent.
400. There's a talent for it?
Yeah, talent.
Where?
Oh shit, they removed it?
Oh,
I thought he had a night.
I think you used to as well. And then what's the nighttime vision? 800. So 1200. No, you're still 400 below. Look at that. And now we're ready to go again.
I think the closest one.
I mean, other than other than, I think, a different hero. I mean, we'll see
Luna,
here.
I think Luna's probably Slug, Luna.
Well, Slark, Slardar, and Luna can all see. Okay, well, they know he's here because they have a lot of sentry, and now they've blocked him. They're looking to try and turn, but BKB active. They're looking for the Wisp first. Nothing the Lion can do here, but Masaros realizing he's in a bit of a bad spot. Clockwork, though, still trying to go on in, is going to be eviscerated here by the Morphling. Reinforcements are coming, so is the Mars, but we're fighting without the Dusa. In goes the Ember Spirit as the Wisp is finished off here by the Ember,
Dusa's
but a great gank here by the Mars. Dusa TP into the tier 2, but can't do much other than just throw out the Stone Gaze because of the walls of the arena. They have gotten a second support, though, thanks to the Night Stalker flying around on the back lines. His Ember Spirit still alive. The Gobble Up's going to save him, but the spear! The spear is actually going to put him down.
Headshot.
Do we have the damage? Yes, we do, and the stun interrupt to cancel the TP of the Mars. But what a play there. I can't believe he tried to spit him out, and he died to the spear. How tragic.
Should have tried to speed it down further.
Yep. he just wasn't really going anywhere. That poor Ember. Oh, Spear of Mars, 243 magic damage.
The MVP was that headshot.
It's a double kill as well on that spear, I think. What a collateral. He skewered him mid-air. He's that limp Ember. Apparently, this Gobble Up has got a minimum flying time because he was so slow in the air.
Oh, was it?
I think that's what it was because he was moving so slow in the air. I think like he tried to only spit him out like 300 units, maybe expecting a God's Rebuke. It doesn't say though, right?
Yeah, it does.
There has to be a minimum flight time though. Otherwise, it's too good. What do you think?
I don't know. Dota 3.
Dota 3. Dota 3, the video game. Still not a bad fight, though. Team Thailand, they're going to be a little bit more neutralized without their Ember Spirit up and running. We've had a lot of pauses this game, so it's kind of hard for me to still feel the natural pace of this game, but I am a little bit surprised to see this Storm Spirit still level 17, personally.
Excuses.
He had a great early game and has since then kind of struggled a little bit as they're looking to set up for a kill onto Ember, force up into the high ground, but he does not get the Hex off onto the right one.
Oh, Mindbreaker.
It's not a bad one.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's gonna be useful for I guess on the Morphling maybe.
It's a big reload out. That's going to be a Wisp sacrificed here.
Oh, he has no money to buy his Ghost Scepter. Oh dear. Oh, he sold his item. Did he? Oh no, he didn't. Oh yeah, he got the Ghost Scepter. He didn't lose any gold. He managed to buy it before he died.
Dark Ascension is going to be used. Big jump on one of the supports. Down goes the Lion. Mars forced to BKB, and he's going to try and TP. Nothing to cancel it. Not enough damage currently available to him. I guess that is 1800 night vision. Yeah.
You still can't let it go, yeah?
It feels like so much more. It feels like more, you know?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So right now, Dusa is definitely the strongest hero in the game. Now he has an axe on top of the Skadi, extra disables for his team. Some games I kind of like the shard. I think against Lion it's perfectly fine to get the shard.
Oh, they try to get the right Dusa. They almost got the right Dusa. Would have been a big pick.
I mean, you were talking so much about the mana drain. Just buy shard.
Honestly. I agree, but just get the mana drain, right?
Yeah, but what if you don't target her? You target her teammate. When you get the multi-unit mana drain, does it proc?
If you don't target her,
yeah, you target someone else, but you get the multi drain, right?
Yeah, it still works. Okay, still on. It's okay. Immediately a deadline. No mana drain. How will they win the fight now? Medusa without the ultimate, stuck inside the arena. Q. Oh, nice gobble up there. It's going to save the Medusa from a bit more damage, but BKB's popped as they will lose the whip. He did buy back earlier, so doesn't have it. Lion immediately jumped here by the Ember Spirit. He's out of the fight now for good, as they will at least get the Night Stalker. Buyback is available, but the Medusa now starting to really pump out some damage in these fights. They need something to shut down the Morphling, as that's going to be a big stone. Mystic Snake, pardon me, onto 2, nearly picking off the life of the Storm Spirit, but now in a bit of trouble is Morphling, as he will at least get a little bit of a pushback himself by the Cogs, and no healing allowed thanks to the Vessel and Scotty both. It's a bloody fight, but Thailand come out on top.
Yeah, they were able to take out, like I said, the supports first. The Io and the Lion, they were pretty much useless in a fight. They couldn't do much. And basically after that, it was easy peasy for the Dusa. She was able to just do whatever she wanted. No one there to mana drain her.
No one was there to mana drain her.
Easy fight. And Morphling had to blow a huge load of his spells to kill the other heroes, so he wasn't able to escape against the Dusa, and he had no support after that. Like the Morphling doesn't feel so much without the IO. The IO is basically making him so much more useful, stronger in the previous fights. But now, if the IO dies first, then things change a lot.
Yeah, that was pretty massive. Without the line there to mana during the Medusa, Ember making sure he just got rid of the Lion. It was actually pretty easy for him there as they actually turned Storm into Stone. And they're going to look for more. Cog pushback is there. Stone Gaze now utilized to just maybe try and proc it here. They're going to end up losing one. Maybe looking for the kill onto the Wisp, but he's going to turn invisible in ethereal form. Best bug in Dota 2. And that's going to be a free kill then under the Clockwork in the tier 2, tower defended. Oh, Medusa. Bit risky. Oh, we almost have split shot uses modifiers here for our Medusa. I assume that's going to be the 25 talent taken, especially with Enchanted Quiver.
Will you ever get the intelligence?
No, I think it's kind of pay to lose sometimes in some instances.
Is it actually never good?
I think it can be good, but you know, I think usually if Medusa is dying with her current mana pool of, you know, plus this, I just don't know what that int is going to do for you. All right? 2.5 damage per, what is it? You get 12 mana per point. What's 75 by 12? Do you know that?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. But it's I don't think it's just don't think it's that relevant.
It feels like you made your case. There's literally almost no remote situation where that talent would be better.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the items that Medusa's usually incentivized to go with, especially if you're playing against a PL, that's usually where you become, you know, the Scotty machine. Or sorry, the Scotty and the Mjolnir machine, and you just tear through them. You become better Zeus. It's ridiculous how many procs you can get with that thing.
All right, I'm sold.
Second Roche. Up for grabs now.
Who gets the shard? Medusa?
Maybe Clock.
No, Medusa.
Maybe you give it to Night Stalker. He eats a creep and fights, and it's so good.
No, give it to Medusa.
Yeah, probably. I just had some hope that maybe we're going to see someone else other than the safe lane carry pick up this shard. And maybe, no, it's Medusa's. She already has it. Cheese, I believe, is on someone as well. No, second Roche, my bad. No longer has cheese. Hook shot, my goodness, what a madman. Oh, did not get Cogs out in time, and in fact, they're able to save our Lion. Clockwork, in the meantime, is going to go down, but the Gobble Up secures the kill here. Buyback out from Clockwork as he's going to be TPing to the outpost. We'll be back in the fight shortly as they're trying to follow up for this kill onto the Storm Spirit. Just barely missing the Searing Chains, though. They will at least be able to finish off the Wisp. He's got buyback, though, as they have managed to pin the Medusa underneath the tier 4 towers, forcing out the Stone Gaze. Night Stalker in a bit of a rough spot. Will go down thanks to the BKB of Young PH. And it looks like Team Thailand are actually on the run now as Dusa is set to lose this Aegis. No one wants to look at her, though. Nobody wants to. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's why nobody wants to look at her.
Oh, no. Winter.
They went home.
Oh, no. I've never seen a disconnect happen in probably a worse time than this. I think Team Thailand even probably feel a little bit bad. This is so unfortunate. Winter's speechless, mouth agape.
Wait, I'm just thinking he's still gonna die, right?
He's still dead. Yeah.
Is he? That's
I mean, we have God's Rebuke.
oh no,
BKB.
Starfire has gobble up in 7 seconds. He has dagger.
No, she's not. She's not living that long. I mean, I don't think she dies
Let's
twice.
Wager or dinner.
Okay, so Medusa's gonna lose.
He's gonna gobble up him and.
Well, what's important? Here's what's gonna happen.
To the cliff. Toss her to the cliff, and she's gonna TP up.
Well, what's gonna happen is it all depends. Mars needs to save his spear.
No, she's gonna TP out. I believe. I'll wager.
No, she's not gonna TP.
I'll wager my dinner.
How's she gonna TP?
He's gonna blink. Okay, daggers cool down 2 seconds. He's gonna blink in, eat her, send her up the cliff, and she's gonna TP.
No, she's not.
Yes.
No, because she's gonna get Syrian chain. They have Vortex and 2, and they have a spear
No, she's fine.
and
She's
and a wisp.
come on, believe.
No, it's not. I think actually Team Thailand have probably they've screwed the pooch on this push.
So you're wagering your dinner, right? If you lose, I get your dinner.
I got some sausage. I'll give you one sausage if I get it wrong.
What?
I got some Taiwan sausage. I'll give you one.
Taiwan sausage, you added that?
Yeah, it's really good.
Of course it's really good. It's processed meat.
Well, this Deuce is about to be turned into processed meat twice. I think. I don't think there's
no,
no
no,
way.
no, just one time.
There's no way she TPs. What do you think they're just gonna let do they have vision? Okay, so they don't see.
I swear she's gonna get gobbled up.
I'm not. They must have just seen her though. They must have just seen her. I mean, they did just disconnect. She's just out of
Look,
range.
okay, clockwork's hooking in. She's gonna die, and then they're gonna kill the clockwork. They're gonna be distracted by the clockwork. He's gonna get gobbled up and tossed out.
No, definitely not.
Or the other possible scenario is Medusa is just gonna kill them all.
That's not happening either. Not with a wisp
what
nearby.
do you mean not happening?
What do you mean? There's a Mars right
gonna
here.
bl-
He's gonna
use-
bulwark.
Dude, he has shot on the Snapfire.
He's gonna
Snapfire's
bulwark.
gonna blink
Here it
and
comes.
stun them all.
Here it comes. Oh my god, they actually might kill the Morphling. No, okay, there's the
Oh, what can you
Snapfire.
do, Snap?
Nope, Snapfire in trouble. Down goes the clockwork.
That's my
Snapfire
dinner.
has been gobbled up. So will that sausage later. Medusa in trouble, trying to 1v4, attempting to TP out. There's going to be the Spear of Mars, much to the bemusement of Winter.
He tried to
Yampy
TP.
continuing to try and tank through this. Another bit of mana has been increased. Finger of Death, you messed it up. You needed to mana drain first, but all in all, it's going to be the full team wipe
Oh
here
my
in
God, he has
favor of
no buyback.
Myanmar. Bought out the Silver Edge.
Radiant's bottom tower
I think that's
is
it.
under attack.
90 seconds, they're just gonna get the racks. Mid and bot.
Are fortified.
I think the game's over. The game's over. Okay, GG.
What did I say,
The
man?
game is over.
What did I say?
That goes my dinner.
It played out exactly like I thought.
Radiant's middle tower
There goes
is
my
under
dinner.
attack.
Snapfire trying to scatter blast on
I mean,
him.
I'm lucky you don't have a big appetite.
You are lucky. Don't worry, I will still let you eat, for I'm a good person. Are they going to try and go? Do they know? I mean, it's still going to be a little bit
I mean, it
difficult.
doesn't matter whether they know or not. They're gonna try to force it anyway.
Oh, there's a DD rune.
What?
Oh, it's a DD rune
DD rune?
top.
Has fallen.
If they pick that up with Morphling here,
Has fallen.
but they don't know. I mean, they'd have to go so far out of their way.
Has fallen.
What? Oh, okay, Kiss is coming down. They actually might get the... No, Storm had BKB, but they did at least manage to find themselves a Wisp, and that'll force them back. Just the bottom lane of Barracks. Winter is
the
wrong
heck?
again.
How did that actually happen? They had 5 heroes there. They have no carry, and someone managed to kill the support in front of their faces.
Well, you know what it was? It was actually a pretty nice play.
How can that happen?
He left a
There's
remnant.
5 heroes there.
He left a remnant behind, and he got gobbled up. What were they gonna do?
What was that?
It was a good combo, actually. Remnant.
How much damage did that do?
It's a Wisp.
What, 2,500 damage? What the heck? Dude, look at that. The Snapfire did 2.2k damage.
Yeah, Kiss
Just
is,
from that. For the Multimus Kiss and the Gobble Up.
I mean, it was a good kiss. It was a good gobble up.
What's that?
Now they're gonna go right back the other way, Winter.
Oh my god. Wait,
Medusa.
do I the end of the line just 4-stuff him? Did he have 4-stuff?
Lion doesn't have mobility, though. That's kind of a problem. Lion needs Blink, I think.
Yeah, if you give him 500 gold.
That'll be a while, unfortunately, for him. DD rune into the bottle, then, actually, for our Ember Spirit. This KMP just pushing the bottom wave a little bit more, helping out the creeps fight versus the supers, making sure that they're not going to get pushed in passively. Okay, who's that? They have found a Lion, or maybe the Lion's found them. No, a great hook shot in. Everyone's in. 3 people inside the cogs. There's going to be the gobble up. BKB, though, activated means not many people are going to be too hurt by it, and they even relocate
Where's the relocate?
just the Wisp and Storm out. Storm now has BK, or sorry, he now has himself, an ultimate. Oh, that was close, Winter.
So the Night Stalker
Radiant's top
actually
tower is
didn't
under
use his
attack.
BKB, right? Then
Correct.
he got killed by the Lion.
To get killed, but he does have buyback here. Only one without buyback is going to be our Clockwork. This is the Ag Scepter reveal for our Storm Spirit. He now has the Budget Black Hole ready to go. As now Team Myanmar, they're going to run it right back down mid, Winter. You'll love to see these kinds of games.
Radiant's
Yep, the
middle
game is
tower
over this
is under
time.
attack.
Famous last words from Winter. Ember split pushing the top lane as Medusa, Silver Edge in hand, has not gotten enough back for the buyback quite yet. So a kill onto her is lethal at this stage. Split shot using modifiers is ready to go. Another gobble up play. They're going to go for it. They find the Wisp yet again. Storm making the jump in. The Force Staff's not good enough. He will still go down. Stone Gaze on top of the Mystic Snake prevented anyone from doing really anything at all. As now they're going to be forced to try and turn. Mars throwing out the arena. Morphling now making the jump in. A good disarm here onto the Medusa. Still continuing to fight. Hookshot locking down the Morphling. Mana Drain doing work, but not enough. Boom Bell is going to fall as they have to get the Mana Drain off the field. Ember has been able to dispatch at the line. It looks like he's going to go down himself, though. Has the buyback, but it's come at the cost of 3 heroes from Team Myanmar. And Morphling, he's going to be in a little bit of a difficult spot here. He has a Satanic, though. There's going to be the silence onto 2. Storm jumping back in, trying to pull the Night Stalker away. And he's going to immediately be killed off for that, actually. Oh, the gobble up. They almost got him.
What a TP. Okay, that man deserves a medal for that TP.
Storm died so fast there.
Storm has no buyback?
He wasn't ready for that. He didn't have anything. His BKB was not ready to go. And we're going right back down the other way.
Okay, it's GG. You can't go wrong.
You can't. No more dinner for you. No soup for you, Winter.
Well, can I at least get dessert?
Yeah, sure. That's okay.
I want my chendol.
We'll go for some ice kajang after this one to soothe all the burns of the incorrect predictions you have made. There's another buyback. They're going to go fight 4v5. If Team Thailand catch wind of this, they're going to know that there's likely no buyback on Storm. For now, they're going to back up, and it might come down to this third Roshan. This is the kind of game I've missed casting, Winter. It's just madness back and forth. We're finally going to probably fight in a lane that's not the mid lane.
Oh, you really do miscast.
Vision is set up here. Medusa is going to be scouted by this. Q is nearby. It's going to be a bit of a tough ass to try and burst her, especially when the Hex reflects it. Everyone's going to be caught here. Q has, I think, gobbled up the Medusa to evacuate her, and is now going to spit her back towards the Lion. Stone Gaze is active. And now the Ember Spirit looking to get back into the fray. Lion trying to at least Mana Drain is going to be denied that pleasure by the Lincoln Sphere and finished off. Hookshot is going to find now the Morphling. He's going to be pushed into the cookie. Silenced up. And now the Scatter Blast to stun him for an additional second. And he has taken down Winter, dead for 100 seconds, but crucially has buyback.
Mr. Garcia, your Storm is dead. The enemy 5 heroes is up. You don't really have vision behind that. Do you think it's a good idea to go on the enemy that has 5 heroes? Your Storm has no buyback?
I personally...
halfway across the map?
I personally don't. And now our Ember Spirit, by the way, has a BKB. Fresh 9-second BKB. A Storm looking to try and destroy these towers.
They have no creeps now.
He went for the Overload attack bounce instead of the Remnants damage. But it doesn't matter, actually, because you're right. They don't have creeps. Bot lane is shoving in because of the supers.
Overload attack bounce?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Now it bounces. It's good for damage. Well, it's good for damage, but it's not good for delaying the game.
I mean, the Remnants damage?
Well, because they're regular remnants, and they...
So double damage, basically. So 200 damage per pop.
Oh, they try to get him with that bounce. That was a close one.
If only they had Daxia.
More
See?
agreed.
If only they had Daxia.
Agreed. They're just keeping Wisp in the fountain right now, just to boost the healing of the Storm Spirit. Back to full HP, back to full mana.
Now that's the catapult's coming.
The gobble up, they're going to spin him right back in a second time here as the Lion falling very low. Doesn't manage to get off anything here. Kept alive, though, by the grace of the Wisp, pardon me. As there's the Ember Spirit now jumping in. Stone Gaze is going to be used. Turn to Stone is going to be Storm, but popping the BKB and managing to escape along with the Wisp will be the team. Lion, though, killed in the fountain just for daring to live. BKB ready to go for Ember. Will he be able to get it off, though? Yes, he will. We didn't get off the Vortex in time. It might have still been on cooldown, allowing our Ember Spirit to just run away. Mid lane barracks have been deleted in the meantime, but Ember Spirit now respawning is going to force back Team Thailand. And Winter, we're going to go back the other way down mid.
Don't worry,
oh my god, they're going in. They're going for the finish. They've relocated back on in, but this might have been a bad play to make because they're going to be able to get the Wisp, and now it's going to be Morphling. He's trapped back home. He has absolutely no support. Silence, but BKB. There's the Satanic active trying to fight through this. He actually went for the barracks first. Now the hookshot isn't going to find him.
He's
broken,
dead.
Silence, and hit with all the minus healing in the world. He is killed off, but Winter, he's got buyback.
How was that? It's not even mega creeps. There was no way there's no way it's worth it. No way. If they force him to buy back, it's not worth it. What was that? That was like some suicidal move.
I also,
You know, 300, that was like 3 men, 100 men trying to fight 10k, man.
yes, it kind of did look like it.
But at least they had the advantage of the terrain, you know, that narrow,
that's true.
that narrow place where they could
this
defend.
is huge. This is huge. They're going to lose out on Roche. Only change to buyback status.
Refresher. Who gets the refresher? Who deserves the refresher?
I think you give it to Masaros. Maybe probably Ember. Does he have Ags?
No, don't give it to Ember. He doesn't have bags.
I would give it to Masaros then. Or maybe, no, Clockwork has Ags. You can give it to Clock.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Four hook shots?
Nice Stalker. Give it to Nice Stalker.
Ember took it. Well, I mean, they're not going to get the buyback out from Morphlane because mid lane is pushing in thanks to the super creeps he got. They've equalized pressure mid, and they have the advantage bottom.
So what you're saying is it was worth it for them to suicide into that Rex? That's what you're saying?
I don't
it
think
was the correct move?
I don't think
it was fine?
I don't think it was the correct move, but I think it was fine. Especially because they didn't force buyback. If they force buyback, I think we have a different situation on our hands.
Are scanning.
Okay, I can agree with that.
But they did lose Roche. I think it was probably a bigger deal if it was an Ags, because if Ember gets Ags here for free, I think that's much more difficult to deal with here. Because then he's basically fully transitioned
Would
into...
you say that the second Roche is actually much more important?
No, Ags Scepter, the Ags Blessing. Because it's 50-50 on third Roche, right?
Oh yeah, because second Roche you get the Axe for sure.
Here they goes. You get Ags Shard. I'm talking
the
about
Shard.
Ags Blessing, though.
Oh, okay.
Hook shot, Lion in a bit of trouble. Boom Bell managed to at least get off the cogs. They're not going to be able to save him, and he's not, in fact, even going to be pinned to the walls of the arena thanks to his own cogs. Everyone's TPing back in, and that's because they know what's going on here. They have to make sure that they don't lose the game to the Morphling. They've gotten the Wisp yet again, as Lion's going to be forced to buy back, but they did actually force a lot of TPs there, Winter. They put this the fear of Morphling Willow or Morphling Wisp in them.
Morphing Willow, yeah?
Morphling Willow.
Now I know your nightmare.
I mean, that one is pretty scary, too. We also have still Tier 2 tower standing here in favor of Team Myanmar.
Yep.
A Tier 2 top still standing as
Amber's
well for
dealing
Team
with the
Thailand.
bot wave. This is good.
I think he's probably going to have a Remnant back as Storm.
Yes.
He's just looking to make sure he can delay this as long as possible. Dusa, the only one left onto the high ground here. She continues to slowly but surely get through these barracks. Thinking better about going up to the high ground. It's a little Silver Edge again as Storm nukes the wave. Ooh, thought we were going to see an attempt there. You see him going for Stormcrafter, by the way. Zapping each enemy as he zips on by. Interesting. I think it's a Blink Dagger canceller. So if you can use that and you can jump Night Stalker, and Night Stalker can't blink away. Otherwise, if you BKB, he's going to get out.
So smart.
What's going on here? Lion, he's going to be maybe trying to wrap around from behind. Everyone's still smoked up, though. So there's the smoke to break here. Hook shot number one.
Yes,
we have another one ready to go, but they're not going to look for it.
Oh, he's
onto the backlines, though. Wisp is going to be caught. They spit the range creep here at Morphling, which does force the BKB. He is crawling away now, thanks to the Scotty debuff. He's going to be eventually freed, and Lion is still behind the rest of the pack here, trying to find a jump on in. That'll likely be the Tier 2 tower gone, though. But the game still continues. Bot lane now pushing in, so Team Thailand have less to fear about the backdoor theatrics that Team Myanmar could look to go for.
Oh, no, they didn't glyph.
They did not glyph. No, mid lane's not going to push in either. Cookie just to get Dusa back onto the high ground. Disarm, but at least spits a couple of snakes now back at the Mars. This is close. 7k gold on Dusa. Shouldn't we put some of that gold to use here? 7k gold. So Storm yet again. He does not nuke the wave, but they also force out a shackle shot. That's going to miss. There's going to be Mars with the gobble up. Does go invis, though, with the Trickster's Cloak. They're expecting him. Dusa stuck to the outside of the arena somehow with that spear. The Cookie throwing her which way and that way, as there's going to be now a nice hook shot. Finds the Mars. He's trapped inside the cogs. Now Storm Spirit making the jump, refreshing again. There's going to be the Ags Electric Vortex, and it's great damage onto the Night Stalker. In fact, they might have him killed. They do. Did not get the BKB off. Kiss is raining down, but Morphin still managing to fight through it. Satanic allowing him to still live. The Sheepstick, though, and blasted to smithereens by the Snapfire, will be taken down. They bought back now on another hero. They crucially did not catch the Dusa inside of that electric vortex, so she's still alive as Q pops a BKB here off the back of that Aeon disc. Masaros now showing back up to fight, still has a BKB ready to use. He's coming back with a vengeance and has managed to put down the Wisp. Dusa still alive on her first life, mind you. Aegis still for 35 more seconds as there's Fearless going into the fountain for a bit of a dip, but might have bit off more than he could chew as the team is going to be forced to stop hitting structures and help him out. Cookie will find the Storm Spirit. Young PH put down. He's going to buy back. That's the last we have in the tank here for Team Myanmar. And that's not Megas yet. They still actually have these top lane of barracks. It's not over.
It's not over until the old lady sings here.
That's true.
How many buybacks have been used? They have.
They used all 5 in
all
that
5,
last
right?
fight. Yep.
So whoever dies is pretty much GG. Next.
Well, I mean, Team Thailand, now that Aegis is reclaimed, we still have buyback.
Oh, Arcane Rune. Oh no.
Are scanning.
Oh no.
Ember almost has enough as well. Oh, he still needs to save for buyback, though, so I don't think he's going to go too fearless with that yet.
I see what you did there.
Haha. Very good pun, isn't it? This is, I mean...
Do you deserve a medal for that?
No, I don't. For sure not. I think that pun has probably been made way too many times. Okay, Snapfire still ready to go. BKB, Flicker, everything just to stay alive as Dusa just tears through these buildings, Daedalus in hand. That's going to now be Megas. So Myanmar trapped inside their base for now, especially as they get chased nearly back into their fountain. Still no detection available as Mars threatening to set up the arena, thinking about it. He's got no detection himself, though, so he's going to be forced to back up. And now Ember looking to turn, level 29. It's going to be the break onto the Mars, taking a lot of damage, but he got out the disarm first. Masaru so jumping right on in with the nullifier. Dusa just unable to attack, though, in the meantime, as there was a relocate out. Lion from behind, once again, trying to go for the split push maneuver, as there's 2 fights breaking out. They're going to dismantle the Lion, while Dusa just holds back the rest of Team Myanmar. And there is no buyback for this Lion either.
Yeah, they just need to wait for the creeps to come in, all the mega creeps, and the game is just going to be over.
I think this one is over. 50 minutes. Team Thailand looks settled here on trying to pick up their second 2-0 straight. It's the Mystic Snake coming out. Will bounce on over to the Wisp. There's going to be now the Sheep Stick onto the Mars, jumping on in. It's going to be the Storm Spirit. They're going to try and need to burst through the Dusa, but she's incredibly tanky, and there's the gobble up from Q to save her. Little bit of a cookie toss just to increase the gap a bit more, and that's a lot of the utility out from Team Myanmar used up. Not much damage to show onto the Dusa as the kiss is raining down, bursting through the Wisp. It's going to be the cores versus 5. That second hook shot, though, looks like it's going to be one less core to fight with for TMAR as everyone jumping on in. A big old electric vortex. Everyone is dying. They've gotten 4 dead and all 5 Winter.
What? What happened there?
It's the Storm. It's the Overload talent. The Overload attack bounce with the active.
And the refresher, the double vortex. How did he actually kill them? He did 6k. He did way. How can this happen? He did way more damage than the Morph. Morph did 3.6k damage. He did 6.3 on the stop.
Everyone gathered around there. Only one team walks out.
This is the only
Roche
fight.
is up in 20 seconds.
This is the only fight I see the effect of the talent, the double bounce.
but what a fight to show for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
One tier 4 tower taken down for Team Thailand. Megas continuing to stream
mid lane,
in.
there's creeps.
There are creeps mid lane. They've managed to escort a couple
Night
on.
Stalker and Clock has no buyback.
3 buybacks likely to be forced here. Wisp is back in 10. There go the 3 buybacks. They died so fast, Winter, they couldn't even get off the cheese. Manta Style still useful at stopping one. The Hex, though, on a Morphlane is good enough to hold him down for now, but they've caught the Ember Spirit. That's going to free the Storm. He wants to go in, wants to find this kill, and has now done it. 3 BKBs pop for Team Myanmar, but now it's a 3v5. The 2v5 make it in their favor. Stone Gaze has been blown. We've got a BKB on our Medusa, but that's about it. And everyone else is just moving in to hit the throne. Lion as well. He's having to defend against the Megas. They fortified themselves. It's going to be a bit of a base race. Oh, no!
This is your fault, man. This is all your fault.
Winter, this game is incredible.
Wait, the tower's going to go down. Lion can't defend. They might actually lose their own throne quicker.
They're going to lose their tier 4. I mean, Lion cannot defend this.
A relocate. It'd be funny if Lion relocates back.
I don't know. I think...
I mean, he has to.
Can they just force it? They have a fortify. Winter.
Yeah, they have to fort the tower. So the
Do you
tower-
fort the tower? Or do you
Yeah,
just
you wait for you let the tower clear some of the creeps. You fort the tower right now.
I think they.
And you have to keep your creeps alive in the enemy base.
I think they have it. I really think they have it,
Wait.
Winter.
Yeah, Dyer has glyph.
Dyer has glyph. Clockwork is back in 3 seconds, so it's going to be a 3v4 inside the base.
Let's wager my dinner again.
You're already at -1 dinner. You can't wager negative.
I'll order another one.
After this game, I don't blame you. We'll see here how this one's going to end up then.
Yeah, it's way past my dinner time. So I deserve 2 dinners.
Yes, there's the G. Tier 4 tower. Watch that tier 4 tower for me, please. We'll see if it ends up going down. Glyph is not going to be used quite yet. They did. And for now, Myanmar, they're just going to full heal on the Morph lane, not yet risking it. It's 30 seconds until the Night Stalker is back. No one else in the game with buyback on another mass disconnect. We're being teased. We're being teased, Winter.
You have to accept my wager.
I refuse. Winter, he's got the button to stop this game. He just wants to get his dinner back. Unbelievable,
Haven't
this
you
game.
watched Squid Game?
I have not. I have not. We didn't order squid though. We got noodles.
Should have ordered added squid. They have it on the menu.
28. Level 28 here. The storm's almost level 30. The double electric vortex. That's why it's called the budget black hole. You didn't believe me, now you see it yourself in the flesh. You
Snooze.
you doubted the overload attack talent. You doubted the acceptor.
Come
pickup.
on, you can't use a 50-minute game as an example.
Excuse me, that game was lost if he took the other talent and didn't go for Ags, they lose that game right there. They're on the verge of winning. What do you mean I can't use this game? If the Radiant Ancient explodes and Team Myanmar wins, it's because of that play.
Yeah, so does that justify every other game going for that talent? I'm pretty sure like out of 10 games, like one game.
I think in this one it does. Because they lacked damage, and that's what that talent helps you with. They didn't really need help split pushing because you have Wisp to relocate. I don't know. I think it was the right choice. I usually don't see it go for
Yeah, but
taking.
how many games out of 10 you would go for that talent?
Probably
and
like 2.
It would be the right choice.
But
Yeah,
that's,
like
that's,
1
the,
or 2.
that's the beauty of Dota. This is one of those 2 games we're watching. And what a game it is.
It's my pleasure to watch it with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Likewise. Although stop trying to get me to buy you another dinner. You've already lost it
You
fair
see
and square.
through. You see through. You see through my veil. You know what I'm trying to get you to do?
Buy you another dinner.
Buy me dinner tomorrow, the day after, the whole week.
This Lion, he's really going to struggle, actually, to clear these creeps. He's got buyback, so he can die to defend the throne.
If only he could mana drain everything.
It wouldn't help against Megas, unfortunately.
Now, if you could actually drain everything, you could drag them to the fountain.
He doesn't have shard? No, he doesn't.
Oh, GG. Doesn't have shot.
All right, Winter. We need to figure out what's going to happen here, so can you please give me your prediction so that we know the opposite is going to happen?
Oh, I already gave you my wager.
What is it?
Anything can happen.
Anything but that Deuce of living back there could have happened.
I couldn't believe he died without pressing his cheese.
He thought she's just died too fast. And the cheese is still in the backpack, actually. No boots available at the ready.
He just died in two electric vortex.
Yep, pretty much.
So that was like what? He has a talent, right, for the vortex?
Yeah,
so it's a total of 6-second disable.
Yeah, that's pretty good. With the Bloodthorn on top for the crits. And you know what it is, actually? Bloodthorn guaranteed crits as well, or guaranteed...
so it works with the bounce?
Yeah. Well, because everyone forgets this about Bloodthorn, but they cannot dodge attacks because it has an active that hits 100% of the time, so your auto attacks always hit.
So if I have Bloodthorn, you cannot dodge my wager?
That's right. That's right. But first you need to win enough wagers to be able to afford a Bloodthorn because the item's ridiculously expensive.
So
It's no longer the most expensive item in the game, though, Winter. Do you know what the most expensive item in the game is?
Daedalus.
No, incorrect.
Silver Age?
No, incorrect. It's a new item. New.
The new item?
A new one.
I don't even remember the name of that item.
Do you know what it is?
The Yules.
Yeah.
What was it?
Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Windwalker, actually.
Windwalker? Like
Wind Waker. No.
Windwalker would be like the Juggernaut. No, not Juggernaut. The Blade Master.
This game continuing to tease us of its end. I actually.
Yeah, my dinner is continuing to tease me.
I-
Sitting right there, waiting for me to consume it.
Listen. I have no idea. I'm more invested in how this game is going to end. I think YG just win here. To be honest,
I already know how is it gonna end.
the spear.
The creeps are gonna kill the throne.
No, certainly
Yes.
not. Medusa does not have stone gaze. We
Yes,
have overclock. We have kisses.
Yes, the creeps are gonna kill. That's the perfect ending. The lion cannot defend the throne and they lose.
There are a couple of wagons coming in though.
Dude, he's gonna spam Mystic Snake. And the lions, someone's gonna try to use a spell on the Medusa and another snake is gonna come out. And everyone will be stunned.
I mean, Storm doesn't have that double refresh for a while. Storm casually, by the way, clocking in with 80 mana regen a second is a little ridiculous. Thanks to his 31 Bloodstone charges, he's having a pretty good game. Oh no, Winter.
See, Dire loses.
Winter, where's...
So I get one of my dinner back if they disconnect.
Not like this, this game.
It doesn't matter. My dinner counts.
This game was so close. A ripping finish until the end. I thought for
Yeah.
sure Team Thailand had it.
Yeah. I didn't expect them to have so much damage with the double vortex to kill everybody there.
That's what it was. That's actually what it was. It's kind of incredible. The reason is network error. No, please don't let them unpause.
Yeah.
I mean, the rules are the rules, right? The tournaments, they need to run on time, obviously, but
the Radiant team can use their pause time.
they can. They can.
Do you remember when it happened during TI qualifiers a couple of years ago?
Wasn't that with March?
No,
Captain
it was
March?
with Miracle. Galv.
No, it was March. Remember? March made them unpause.
Oh, that was another scenario. I was talking
that
about
the major?
like 4 or 5 years ago. Basically, I think it was TNC probably. They kept disconnecting.
TNC probably.
And Miracle's team, he actually offered to use their pause. It was TI qualifiers.
yeah.
Their pause time for the enemy to reconnect.
And then they lost.
And yeah,
Well, good sportsmanship though. They just can't stay connected though.
it reminds me of one tennis game I saw. It was match point, and the guy who actually lost, he was gonna win because the Empire actually missed the call. It was match point, and the opponent served and missed the serve. It was, I think, a double fault. But he said that he told them to check the replay because it was on the line, because the guy actually gave up already. And they did a video replay and he lost a point, and he actually ended up, it was match point, he was supposed to win the game already, and he ended up losing the match in the third set because they were forced to play a third set.
Well then he didn't deserve to win.
But he said that he made the right call even though he lost.
Yeah, then he didn't deserve to win. I agree. He's a competitor. If you're gonna win, you gotta win legit. You know, it's kind of hard. I mean, unbelievable. Okay. So looking at this again, Clockwork, he's gonna respawn. Well, he's already alive. He's got buyback in 30 seconds, so he can throw his life away, his first life away.
We've gone through this 322 times.
we have gone through this quite a few times. That is very accurate.
Have we gone through every possible scenario?
No, not everyone. I feel like there's every single time I think I've gone through every single one, C hits us with a new one. I didn't think we'd be here with these disconnection issues.
Right.
I didn't think actually Team Thailand would be repelled from their push up to the high ground.
Yeah,
That-
yeah. If it wasn't for me, you were still like sleeping, you know. You're not even awake right now.
That's not
Casting.
that's not true. I'd be awake, probably.
Your friend told me you wake up at night.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not full werewolf yet. Soon though.
It's a full moon. Don't you see the moon?
It's not full.
The moon on your phone? That's what gives you power.
That's true.
That's why we've seen 3 Lycan games today on stream.
That's very true. You know, Myanmar could use a little bit of that moon power because they are really struggling. They need to praise the moon Amene.
Dude, it's way past 3 minutes.
Has been a bit of time.
Time is of the essence.
What do we have if nothing but time?
Do you know what happens when you order takeaway? You order something with soup and it sits there for a long amount of time.
I've heard. Well, you know, it's I mean, I think no matter what, this game is going to be ending in the next 5 minutes, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What if they never unpause?
Well, then we'll be here forever. I mean, we're going to be here forever, Winter.
Do you have content that
With
you
Dota
can
2.
share so we can take a break?
Unfortunately, I don't have content. We would have to just do it live. Okay, the admin now getting involved.
The content is all the wagering that's been happening around here.
I think we're going to have a resolution to this momentarily. This game is ridiculous. That's in Thai, which I cannot understand, unfortunately. I mean, I see the word unpause, so I figure they can unpause. I think they're out of time. How's your Thai? You coached a couple of Thai teams.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. Good movie.
What, you watch it in
Yeah.
the cinema?
In America. No Time to Die. Here's Lion. He's back. He can defend the ancient. And he's going to micro the rest of his heroes to win. They're coming. Oh, Winter.
Point penalty.
Oh, look at that. You can use our pause time. He's going to be a bro. They're going to use the pause time available. And I think we're going to finally get the resolution to this match. This game, 51 minutes, 14K net worth. What do you think Dota Plus thinks? That's the one thing we haven't checked for content. What does Dota Plus say right now?
90%
For who?
Radiant.
90% for Radiant?
Yeah.
No.
Open it. What's that?
64% for Dire. Look at this. Look at this peak.
Dude,
though.
I was close. Okay, come on. I was close.
They were up so much in gold. They're up so much. I don't know what 36% of 82,000 is.
Haven't
but
you heard no mountain is too high?
no mountain is high enough. Ain't no river wide enough. Ain't no valley long enough. Is that what it is?
You are a man of culture. Well, props to them for allowing the pause time, you know.
I agree.
Gamesmanship.
Gamesmanship. Yep, of course. Sportsmanship, not gamesmanship. Gamesmanship
Isn't
is
that the same?
no,
no?
because gamesmanship is when you use the rules to your advantage. That's gamesmanship. Sportsmanship is when you're a sportsman about it.
Gamesmanship is fountain hook.
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. Yeah.
Sportsmanship is allowing your opponent to use your pause time.
Yes, that's right. That's a slight difference. Fountain hook. Tong Fu. What was your opinion on Fountain Hook?
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive. Inconclusive opinion. What about at the time? Did you have an opinion at the time? TI3, of course.
Of course, I felt like it wasn't fair.
Really?
Yeah, but it's in the game, you know.
Did you ever get Fountain Hooked?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't have the chance.
Didn't have a
2-0.
chance. I don't know. I wasn't watching TI back then.
I mean,
TI3.
I won't deny it was fun. It was
Yeah?
entertaining.
Were you a Chen player? Would you have to Fountain Hook people?
I didn't have a Putch player.
That's the problem.
The bitch meat player wants to play Putch. Bottom 10
It's because he denies everything. All that right-click damage. Oh my God, Winter, it's happening. All right.
Okay, can feel my wager coming back.
Okay. There's the G. We've been paused here, sitting for some time. We'll see the thrilling conclusion after our intermission. They're going to go right for the throne. Dusa pops the BKB, looking to clear the wave, I think, primarily, and will do so relatively easy as they throw in the clockwork. Good damage with the silence now. On to one. They actually are going to be able to finish off the Morphling. He's dead
Lion's
for
dead.
2 minutes. Lion
GG.
has died to creeps, and I think they're going to be able to get him, and they call it. GG, they actually lost to the Megas.
My wager. See? What did I say? The creeps are going to finish the game.
Wow. Unbelievable. I didn't think they could do it with that BKB from the Dusa coming through big. Waited 10 minutes for that.
Well, that was worth the wait.
I agree. That was worth the wait. And that's going to
What a
be
game.
us going to a break pretty much right away here as We've been here for some time. Team Thailand just unstoppable at the end of the day. I mean, kind of.
Well, they did, take off the foot on the gas pedal a little bit.
I didn't expect the game to go that way whatsoever. I thought Team Myanmar actually had it in the bag, to be honest, when they team wiped them underneath Tier 4s. I really didn't think. But the Megas, too good.
Yeah.
Throw means everything. And with that, we're going to be heading to a break. Before we get underway with our final series of the day, guys, pardon me, stick around. Thank you for tuning in, especially during that long game, as we had plenty of pauses. But we're going to have a couple new teams going head-to-head here in our third best-of-2 of the day. Sukin Shark and Winter on the call for the SEA Esports Federation Championship 2021. We'll catch you in just a bit.